rancher, $40,000 Ford rancher bribe. They say, Messi Hotel or Dubai. Makachro must say, MPP for it. Yanko Dubai, na your hotel, ni Yanko J. Nienton Hotel, no, Nienfo Sikana Mragana, Ebeshine. DKM, yes, many Lodina dear. And then Mona Mua Bemu, DKM, Mokache, one DKM Yanedia. Yes, my ships we were Tokyo Harbor. I say, and Toronto dear. Many Lordina for 100 million World Bank money. Who World Bank money when he? World Bank money and my Ministry of Finance and the Bank of Ghana. Who yet then has a Bank of Ghana have 100 million. Not transfer Kugu Swiss Bank account. Mini Swiss Bank account. Mini foreign account. Be a mixed I don't have a foreign account anywhere. My account is in ADB and Zenith Bank and Guaranteed Trust Bank. 3 banks. I want to miss it. If you want to investigate me, investigate those banks. My money is all there. And so, Science Toronto, Omudiya, I'm running a family and friends government. Family and friends, me nipa bako pe my cousin, Joyce Bauer, and an deputy minister, I want my baimu. Ode she my bain na na she say me busu ni bi wo ho. And so, and Toronto de na doso. Enti ama afome eyibi e wo Ghana for adwimu. What you say? But a nation near Koso. A nation near Koso. Boss they will investigate. Japa. PDS. Yenya Odua, President's cousin, your friend saying, Gabi, any bumpty. Omu voices was who are negotiating the shares in PDS. We heard their voices negotiating the shares in PDS. Yes, you're being reducing the share. No muntimin share, Emma, other people. We've all heard the audio. And so, I say, I buy the bottage, you know, and yeah, no, the boba. Because no media for you now, you made so much noise during my time. And then you can't talk.
But media and His Excellency,
oh, yeah, they are good, but I don't know. Their mojo has diminished.
The way I was saying, a church munina is afan.
It is also obvious that Airbus did not represent and had no intention of representing the interest of the referenced individuals. It appears to us that the sole aim of Airbus was to save its image and reputation, never mind what it did to the image and reputation of the referenced individuals, and to pay fines to avoid prosecution. Therefore, by reconstructing the entirety of Airbus dealings in Ghana, and through its intermediaries and with Ghanaian public officials, the OSP, looking at it from both the perspective of the officials of Airbus and that of the Airbus intermediaries and Ghanaian public officials, it seems to us that what Airbus perceived and accepted in the deferred prosecution agreements as the real intentions of its employees in their dealings with the intermediaries and Ghanaian public officials is at cross purposes with what appear to be the real intentions and expectations of the intermediaries and the Ghanaian public officials in their dealings with the employees of Airbus. This is what I'm saying. While the accepted facts in the two foreign jurisdictions are that the employees of Airbus designed the payments to the intermediaries as bribes intended to court favor with Ghanaian public officials, especially ex-President John Dramani Mahama. On the other hand, the intermediaries appeared to expect and receive the payments as their legitimate expectation under an arrangement of success-based commissions for the sale of the military transport aircraft to the government of Ghana. And their actions, in whichever way viewed, were calculated as businessmen expecting their lawful paychecks and not as conduits of a bribery scheme. The concoction of a plan by senior leadership in SMO International and the Defense and Space Division of Airbus to deliberately circumvent Airbus compliance rules by substituting Company D, or the company owned by Consultant 4 and Consultant 5, with Spanish Intermediary 8, or Organization 1, to ensure payments to Foster and his associates, though wrongful and deceptive, was entirely an internal matter for Airbus in respect of its disciplinary regulations and code of ethics. It does not amount to the payment of bribes to court favor with Ghanaian public officials in the reckoning of Ghanaian law. It is a case of the employees of Airbus deceiving Airbus. Neither does the short declaration by Airbus to the Spanish Export Credit Agency and Airbus's non-declaration in the context of the US ITAR. Consequently, the OSP has no evidentiary basis upon which to conclude that Samuel Adam Foster, also known as Samuel Adam Mahama, Philip Sean Middlemas, and Leanne Sarah Davis acted as conduits of bribery between the employees of Airbus and former President John Dramani Mahama or any other public official. Also, the OSP found no evidentiary basis that suggests that Samuel Adam Foster, also known as Samuel Adam Mahama, Philip Sean Middlemas, and Leanne Sarah Davis received payments from Airbus with the intention of bribing former President John Dramani Mahama or any other public official. Further, the OSP found no evidentiary basis that suggests that former President John Dramani Mahama or any other public official was paid bribes by Samuel Adam Foster, also known as Samuel Adam Mahama, Philip Sean Middlemas, and Leanne Sarah Davis in respect of the purchase by the government of Ghana of military transport aircraft from Airbus. Then again, the OSP found no evidentiary basis that suggests that former President John Dramani Mahama or any other public official was induced to improperly favor or did improperly favor Airbus in respect of the purchase by the government of Ghana of military transport aircraft from Airbus. In the case of Sarah Feno,
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:56 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:56 in Ghana. Tonight, we'll be discussing Ghana. We'll be having some very important conversation. It's got to do with the Special Prosecutor of Ghana coming out clearly to state that John Dramani Mahama, the former President of the Republic of Ghana, is clean, and that no corruption or corrupt-related issues can be linked to him. Tonight, you'll be having the an exclusive interview with lawyer Sami Jemfi. He's the Director of Communications, for the NDC. He'll be joining us live on video to discuss this issue. He'll be throwing more light on this particular topic. We'll have our time and also the time to ask him a few questions. So tonight is going to be an exclusive. It's going to be one of the best shows. Obviously, we have every show is good, but tonight's show is going to be a wonderful one because we're having a few people on this platform tonight. We are streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We are live on Loud Silence TV on TV. We are live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. With Audio Respect is our official Facebook page. We also streaming live on radio. On radio, you can listen to the show live on Loud Silence Radio. If you have any Android device, you can download Loud Silence Radio. Go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. Also, if you have an Apple device, those using Apple phones, you can go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. Our app is blazing. We are live across the world. Our affiliates tonight are cross-posting this show live across the world. We have Benjamin Wayo Mahama, his platform on Facebook tonight. They are cross-posting this show live. NDC TV are picking us live. Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform, they are live streaming this show live tonight. Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page, we're live tonight. And also Ghana News Thread. These platforms and other platforms, affiliates are cross-posting this show live. Tonight is going to be another very clean night. When I say clean night, it's going to be the night, one of those nights where the records are set straight. The facts are put out there. Every single Ghanaian will understand why we have been speaking for the past 8 years, letting them understand that this Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Bawumia government is bad news. They basically thrive on lies. It's a government that was built from lies. It's a government that has never been truthful to Ghanaians. And most importantly, they have never taken responsibility for anything that they have done for the past 7 years. So you need to understand that it didn't just start today. Propaganda with the NPP has been part of their soul. The party is made up of people who can lie to make it sound like truth. So we have to be very careful going into these elections. They will be coming back with lots and lots of lies, and that is something that we have to be very, very careful about. Tonight, we will be talking about a lot of things. If you're watching me on TV, thank you very much for tuning in. My producers are called the Ghost Team. Moi, enyumbre mo hweme no nyame ensha obia se enyumbre waje pene se obehwe Loud Silence TV. And enyumbre Ghana ho nsem internet yehyiemu enyumbre na the ebekoso no say yenyina sorry endanapa the special prosecutor of Ghana Babontene abeto nanum to say eye Airbus asema MPP Nana Dankwa Kufuado edekoma special prosecutor Martin Amidu edekoto sa officer say omonhada enhwe so no monfa kutikwan bi so na omonpe asem enkanto John Mahama so wakoton plane oni ne nua bi akoche sika ema John Mahama kobokro no ende the special prosecutor kusi Jabin Ababontina beka say John Dramani Mahama any nipa na omoka ho nyina ewo sa transaction this to John Mahama oya former president ende ogina Franka ama NDC no ne ho eni asem mu John Mahama emfa teku emfa sempoa John Mahama eba ketahyeha mema obia embo ne din wom every say time oya president oya vice president no o kire say oya nipa bia eba ketahyeha krono ene proya obia ni wo betima boni din e de aka ho every say odi ni dwuma krogin a omfa ne nsa wana wamfa ne nsa anka Ghana sika ende nwumbre me ena metina edwom metoto nkofo ano lawyer Samije Mfia okasa ema NDC kasamafo panyini okyerekye nsem dwudwa nsem no ende nwumbre obeba dwumadie we so ewo video so mayene na kasa yebebusa no se asama abeto abontene eye NDC amanyokuo no omugina pintin ka se eye Airbus asem no atro gabi okyereda akon Ekufuado na ompesa mo special prosecutor office no so edigu John Mahama ni ase ende sebio I say onyankopon ebi ewiem ama yenyina ehu bibia asem no kure free lawyer Samije Mfia beka sama NDC na de ewomu a opese yehu de ewomu a opese yete ene sebio nsemi so a yeso bese ebusa no enda anadwi yebema no ho akonya no emanaba eye show we so abechirichiri minti we are going to have an exclusive with Samije Mfia all the way from Ghana. It's going to be on read video onfre wonu ebi na wonu ebi so mfre ni nu ebi a catch and say Kevin Taylor and the Ghost Team are live tonight onfre ombe hwe show no na enyumbre yemfa dwumadie no enhyehyɛ so why na ehwem on YouTube right now. We have been on air for how long? We've been on air for 16 minutes. We have 2,794 eyeballs on YouTube. I know it's going to move all the way to 7,000. I understand. Our basic eyeball number at YouTube 5,000 minimum. So we know the numbers are going to jump up. YouTube, you can like the show right now. Like the show, be part of this family every single day. No, Ubi to me, I join the conversation on Facebook. Share the show right now. Let it go across the world. Let everybody know. Say, lawyer Samije Mfia NDC for Ghana for ehunokrano. Omwa Sibiu Icha Omwatrono ende nyumre ende omunyina ehunokrano ewo Ghana. John Dramani Mahama former president ende Ghana for nyina agye atum se eba nokre a yedi di nipa enim eba nokre a yedi ebuman eba nokre obuo ene Sibiu nipa oyina kumem esom enya sompa ede sompa etu echiri ema nipa etumi hu ne nsa no adwuma etumi bona chi se wei ene Sibiu onyansafo a yebetumi amanedi omanima John Dramani Mahama akire se ono ene nipa a wose Ghana for etuma no ende ejebo ejano enya bedru. John Dramani Mahama has been vindicated. He has been exonerated by the OSP, an office that was set by the President of the Republic, Nana Dankwa Kufuado, just to come and go after to come and disgrace John Dramani Mahama and also go after the NDC. Tonight, it has been clear if the Office of the Special Prosecutor, which is motivated by the special Jubilee House, if the Office of the Special Prosecutor, motivated by the Jubilee House, could not find anything on John Dramani Mahama, then it means John Mahama is the right person to lead Ghana. In Brenu Druoha, Yebechim, Emma Ghana for Ehu Nokreno. Let me see. Again, a course Ghana Yente, ya, and the made means some air to her Obia Ding. Bibi Koso, but in a, yeah, I think, team, we have about 5 minutes to get Samije Mfia on air to start the conversation. But before that, after the conversation with Sammy Jemfi, we'll have our social media segment. We will have the editorial. We'll be discussing other issues. And also, in here, say we need to let Ghanaians know about. The show is not going to end after the conversation with Sammy Jemfi. But what we're going to be doing is, after the conversation with him, you better show Nankasa, you better also Emma Obie the echo. So the show wouldn't end after the interview with Sammy Jemfi. Wow, so many people on YouTube right now. Kate Love is watching me tonight. Thank you very much for being here this evening. It's exactly 9:04 in Ghana. Maria Teria is also on YouTube watching me tonight. Araba Havgard is watching me tonight. Anna Adwa is live on YouTube. Anna Adwa, yes, I can see Kid Mened on Facebook tonight. Walanyo Raymond is also watching me this evening. Kid Mened is back again. Mame Kwansma is watching me. Pasty Pat is also live on Loud Talents TV tonight across the world. We control the numbers, we control the airwaves because of the credibility we carry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to have lawyer Sammy Jemfi, on the communications director of the NDC, live on TV, on Facebook, on YouTube, on radio across the world to discuss the Asama Abedaho, Special Prosecutor of Ghana, Ababontina, because John Dramani Mahama, Sibio Abaimunipa, and that's one of the most cleanest politicians Yenya Ewa Ghana. Na Airbus Hunsensema MPP for Edebetono Sono, Sibio John Mahama, Ondimo for, and Ondimo Ondifo Ewum. So they do some time nice and will. I'll take this short break. When I come back, we'll have lawyer Sam Jemfi on TV.
Rancher, $40,000 Ford Rancher bribe. They say Messi Hotel or Dubai. Makachro mo say MPP for Yanko Dubai. Na your hotel no Yanko J. Nienton Hotel no Nienfo sika na Mragana. Ebeshine. DKM. Yes, many lodina there. And then mo na mo wa ban mu. DKM mo kan che one na DKM yane there. Yes, me ships we were Tokyo Harbor. I just say entro no there. Many lodina for 100 million World Bank money. Who World Bank money when World Bank money and my Ministry of Finance and the Bank of Ghana ho. Yet then can say Bank of Ghana have 100 million. Na transfer kugu Swiss bank account. Mini Swiss bank account. Mini foreign account. Be a I don't have a foreign account anywhere. My account is in ADB and Zenith Bank and Guaranteed Trust Bank. 3 banks. If you want to investigate me, investigate those banks. My money is all there. And so, Science Trono, Omudia, I'm running a family and friends government. Family and friends made Nipa Bako pay my cousin, Joyce Bauer, and an air deputy minister, I want my Bible. Oh, they share my buying in an I say, Mebusu and Ibi Waha. And so, and Trono the Ned also. And see, a form a Yibi Ewa Ghana for a dream. What I say? But a nation near Koso. A nation near Koso. Boss they will investigate. A Japan. PDS, Yenya Odua, President's cousin, your friend saying, Gabi, any bumpty, voices was negotiating the shares in PDS. We heard their voices negotiating the shares in PDS. Yes, you're being reducing the share. No Muntimin share, Emma, other people. We've all heard the audio. And so, I say, I buy the bottage, and the boba. Because no media for you made so much noise during my time. And then you can't talk.
But media and His Excellency,
Listen, this judgment, as we have now, is a compendium of speculations and amorphous personalities and, nebulous, if you like, nebulous insinuations. That is what it is. A compendium of speculations, amorphous personalities, and nebulous innuendos and insinuations.
It doesn't wish away the fact that bribes were paid.
It doesn't offer any evidence or facts of wrongdoing on the part of any ex-government official.
Is that not why the president has instituted an investigation?
But that is where they are reckless. That is why I'm saying they are reckless. You've convinced investors.
OSP invest.
As we have now, it's a compendium of speculations and amorphous personalities and, nebulous, if you like, nebulous insinuations. That is what it is. A compendium of speculations, amorphous personalities, and nebulous innuendos and insinuations.
It doesn't wish away the fact that bribes were paid.
It doesn't offer any evidence or facts of wrongdoing on the part of any ex-government official.
Is that not why the president has instituted an investigation?
But that is where they are reckless. That is why I'm saying they are reckless. You've commenced investigation. This judgment, as we have now, is a compendium of speculations and amorphous personalities and, nebulous, if you like, nebulous insinuations. That is what it is. A compendium of speculations, amorphous personalities, and nebulous innuendos and insinuations.
It doesn't wish away the fact that...
Thank you very much for joining us. You're still watching With All Due Respect Extended Version. We have lawyer Sami Gyamfi. He is the communications director for the NDC. He joins us from Accra to discuss the breaking news. That's how we call it here. And it's got to do with OSP exonerating John Dramani Mahama. Not just exonerating, he exonerated him based on the facts, the investigations that were done, the court proceedings from the UK and the US. He basically analyzed what happened there, did his own investigations, went further to question people who were involved in this whole Airbus scandal. Tonight, we have the opportunity to speak more on this matter, but to make it easier and to make it very fair, we will speak in our local dialect. I know if Sami Gyamfi was fluent in Hausa, he would speak Hausa. If I was fluent in other local dialect, but we'll do our best to break this down in Chi, which is an Anakan language, not specifically some particular tribe's language. So, Sami Gyamfi, good evening.
Good evening, Minia.
Enyumbre, Obi Busam say compendium of speculations, and nebulous. And amorphous personalities. And no the church and san Avia Airbus that's the Bekayaka because brofone in that form. Especially Noblos. Then Airbus the cover Noblos in your bio.
Yeah, Bekaipa and a friend of mine shared this video with me and brought back a lot of memories. This was, I believe, way back 2020. Now, Kevin, anybody open or now would Jimre kind the DPA, what we call the Deferred Prosecution Agreement between Airbus and the UK authorities. The conclusion you could come to A1 say, as far as Ghana government is concerned, Ghana Bemu Penny be anywhere in the DPA, your bone din can say a dance your horse, Wajia de Mudia, and now I catastrophically prohibia. It's ya Ghana mra, and now UK mra, and now I Bibiama of my Ghana Aboka. There was nothing like that in it. It is not something in our say and say. Yes, will be a government official one be na yusu say will be nani nuye bika and she say no ho na yadwen ye say e bia wo man bribe. It as I an so
Sami, I know you want to try and build a Airbus as when you know be here, but I want us to start from how it actually started.
Yeah.
From the records we have, the President of the Republic actually wrote to the Special Prosecutor's Office. Saturday Martin Amiduno. And because you say I'm 40 as you send Airbus the same way it could be OSP office. You two OSPs, but Namidu Aba Oko any Kusija Ben so Honde. What from all that happened, what do you think the president was seeking for him to pick Airbus as some way to to personally write to the special prosecutor to investigate, because there were issues to say PDS. There were other very important, criminal issues. Let me say it that way. Now Ghanaians were expecting the president to at least tell the special prosecutor to look into. So, dear Naosha, a prompted president, and I say made the president decide as a way there is very important to me, and that the special prosecutor's office is the best place to start the investigations. Into at least when we start from there, Ghana for baby start free.
Yes, so I made the say my starting common free, and let me retreat as someone kind is as a penisi abasoba ne Japan. The complainants are they complain we a office of special prosecutor. Say on sa Airbus assembly is none other than Nana Adodankwa William Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana. Or no, or order the Executive Secretary Nana Santi Bedietu. Manade in such share kratase a complaint, or if you like, a petition to the special prosecutor say, Yatese or no atesa assembly UK are buying everything about Airbus aircrafts via Omotoma Ghana buying in 2011 and 2015. Now, onus to say, Abamum penyufobi Samreno EJJ bribes eye katashene proya Amagana Hrisika. But what I'm not making it up. If you look at the statement the presidency issued to inform Ghana for President Akufo-Addo has ordered the executive secretary to file this complaint with the office of the special prosecutor. And one thing is very telling, and that is the last sentence of the statement Eugene issue at that time for on behalf of Akufo-Addo. And that should tell you at the Akufo-Addo team when he was, sending this matter to the OSP. And Kayehu Yeka, Assembly Bana or Mampini Pesi Yemu, and Kadioka say, OSP, Yemu Pa, no Krewumua, a Beme Yahu no Krewasem. But no, Akufo-Addo was not interested in unearthing the truth. He do TNA Samokaina or say, special prosecutor and say, Ghana Libya and Hobo in accordance with Ghanaian law. So it was based on the presumption say Ghana Abemu Penibia Yaboniti and Penaso. That was it. And you see, for you to understand this evil agenda of the NPP, you must look at the smear campaign or my wage against John Mahama for so many years. I didn't started. NPP for say, Onipa bi atunu mu asi wo se ode no beba afori amagana or wadwempa wo susuyepa wo aniswade hu amagana. No one said they cannot beat the person when it comes to vision, when it comes to policy. They come after your character. So they cook, they concoct wicked lies against you. They did it to Nkrumah, their forebears. We don't know papa no Omuna ye Nkrumah sa Nkrumah kofa kanka nyamia bagana Nkrumah de Ghana sike nyina ya kusumbuda mu wiesika ena Nkrumah kwa wari Egypt ni ba na say Nkrumah. But after say Ghana for ye two Nkrumah so sa ye two Nkrumah wie no Ghana for bibiri no mu say papa ye ni na ni ye. It is the same thing this MPP tradition decided to do to John Mahama, and they started from 2009, President Mahama be a vice president, and omo pejemu between 2012 and 2016 obey campaign because they saw that this man was transforming Ghana in every sector. And President Mahama, Shama yes, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, your friend of Ridge Hospital, or who said Dine Fair, a baby part of Mahama normal to Abama, until they attach corruption to it. We see hospital, but at what cost? the project cost is inflated. Oh, President Mahama, Kumasi airports in their own stronghold, a 24-hour operating airport by installing aeronautic landing lights, a plane, a two and Kumasi. At the first, I was say, oh, President Mahama, oh, a crown for. I don't know why any day, and you know what I said, no book or the body be out so. And I said, what Mickey, Ghana for your dance for. Oh, President Mahama hotels, it would Dubai. President Mahama will do yacht, ship, it would Tokyo. President Mahama, the $10 million are printed presidential diaries. And the President Mahama has been a victim of lies and deception. Now, President Mahama, you two are based on South Row, Manekotran channel. Na edibe enfie naya MPP abetena konya so a omunye nya dance tie ba akokora to establish any of those false claims they made against Mahama. So omote say UK assembly siwo about Airbus. Na omo suspicion is it may involve a relative of Mahama. Omo who said this is their golden opportunity to bury Mahama's political career. This was their golden opportunity to finish Mahama. In fact, I know some of them, by the time they are done with Mahama on Airbus, Mahama Crown, he will be disqualified from contesting the election. So that was the game plan. And what Akufo-Addo gig no boy and said, Obe exploited the bitterness of NDC near on John Mahama falling out, which was the first special prosecutor, Martin Amidu. Now, when you sue NDC need to go after John Mahama, so that the Ghana will not see his real intention. But in Kenya, Martin Amidu no call who Akufo-Addo soon in the bank. He saw that these guys are not honest. These guys are just using me. These guys are more corrupt than where I am coming from. That is why he labeled Akufo-Addo as a mother serpent of corruption. After his life, they wanted to kill him, like they killed Ameswali, and he resigned. And Martin Amidu came out to tell us, you can Google it. Say Akufo-Addo mounted pressure on him. Yeko to 2020 abano. Akufo-Addo saw Jesse Martin Amidu so say, waiting a mayor or special prosecutor with him a Kiane King for report to be bad. Ebeba be good Mahama Hufi. They didn't care about the truth. All they wanted was to get a statutory anti-corruption body to indict Mahama for corruption. Now, Mahama, ya Jojo, ya Gunufi, ya Senidi. But you see, Kevin, we are seeing Hano. Say, Uyi wa kuma musa ube somo mai sompa. Your legacy will speak for you. Time will vindicate you, and God will speak for you. They said, Joseph, Ninianum be say, yet Sieno so nyame, ya wanwasemani be ye ni pakesiano. And no one else Ghana. Akufo-Addo and Bawumia thought we have finished Mahama. They thought they were burying him, but they didn't know he was a seed and he was going to sprout out from the ground. And we do Akufo-Addo assembly. He was Akufo-Addo Kasa was Airbus assembly even than MPP communicators like Richard Ahiangba and Dennis Miracles Abwaje. Okojina Simpieso Ghana Bar Association Conference. I am lawyer for you and she mua Kahodia Okwa Emrasem ene impuntu sem na Okokanabo. And what Okojina Oka said, Mahama is government official one in Airbus scandal awaje bribe is corrupt. Castigated Mahama. Sir people like Usu Bempanon, I mean useless characters in the MPP saw this as a bonanza to destroy an innocent man. So to answer your first question, this was the grand scheme, this was the grand agenda. And the agenda went deep into and some trouble for the Unimomomimobudi in all the media houses. They contracted them to always say John Mahama is government official one and attach John Mahama with bribery and corruption. But if you read the deferred prosecution agreement involving Airbus has settled the matter with the UK authorities. You will see, sir, Airbus for the G2 was on my own for so. But John Mahama, and Anania, and an Abamu penny be anywhere. You can't be in that agreement to say, why am for so. Tinani Nina Busim can. Na, and from Abama, Pocotwa, the Wama, no Creno, Ababitubia. And as we move along, you better call OSP reports anymore. I'm will be at the same way I say.
From what we heard today, free a special prosecutor no. Obi betime busa say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has this set the ground for people in higher office to be investigated by anti-corruption agencies. And Kenya Ndanki him say President John Mahama availed himself or call the special prosecutor's office when he was invited. Even though Ghana and Branach say OBD president now free swear. There were 3 years to do that, to be calling you in, to be questioning you. Time I would be president, you won't fear me and some fear me and Sunny Chuma. I bind to me and Shada and Kase. Maybe now would be president, no, or don't hook of Rofra Bibi Munti, ye better or Sebra, the be in Samano. But after almost 8 years, I will free Abemono. Something that has never happened in the history of this country before. A former president just avails himself, walks to the office of the special prosecutors, a special prosecutor, and says, question be person busame. Now, majority of the people talking about fighting corruption. I believe said this is the first step if somebody wants to fight corruption. And if you want to fight corruption, it should start from your doorstep. And if a former president, 829 Akko, the special prosecutor's officer, doesn't mean, say, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, this government, this Airbus issue that they forced on Ghanaians, he has set the grounds for when people are out of office, should and must be called to answer questions. And the must is used advisably because Imrani is 3 years, right? But morally, do you think that if Akufo-Addo is out of office after 3 years and he's called to answer questions on a few things, you think it would be right for any anti-corruption agency to do that?
Absolutely, my brother. Or in Penise, Abaya de Botechino, and no one near the Beboba. And in Penise, also say, oh, we are Fonsa. Now I show you. You see, a young dese Akufo-Addo Ankasa, and the complainant in this matter.
Yeah.
Or the John Mahama come as special prosecutor say as far as this matter is concerned. And by doing that, he has set a precedent. Why a chance and hobia to and no the be suicidia ama wononi bawumia when they leave office. Because they cannot subject Mahama to one standard and expect that a different standard will be applied to them. No, the same standard will apply across board. President Mahama, he said it in Tamale during our campaign launch. You are a servant of the people. Now, the current one say at any given time you can be held accountable, and you must be ready to avail yourself. It will share. Jumedia would deal it in peace and chair cry on a central for Dikita Hona. Okay, I say, me. Mitrimufita, Makuma Mufita, meaning set me more may you chronoda. And until I am daring the government say, Opa, Obunya me who investigations we are, no who prosecute me. Say my fat and buying sika once in the gra. And you see, Kevin, this is a very profound statement. Not every leader can speak like that. Because and yet easy say, we be MP for 12 years, 3 times, like John Mahama. Deputy Minister for Communications, Minister for Communications, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, and President of the Republic of Ghana. Now, wait, me I bold, I can say. My record is there, my hands are clean. I dare you to investigate me. And only somebody or you're confident in his own integrity and his own track record. So, was some minus some power, one fan and some more money between Akasa. And President Mahama has been consistent on this. And one man who coined number we are. And yet, a precedent has been set. And Nipamo in the date until 8th August 2024. because at all costs, I am confident, since on the 7th of December 2024, Achekra 9 December, they declare. And when that change happens, accountability will happen. Now, accountability will start from the top. And Akufo-Addo will be subjected to the same standard of accountability. Edru wa yempese nipa bi bebo dom pese ye be demonstration na ye tata will be there because John Mahama, special prosecutor, a friend who are investigating Upuno, me sabi je bi kwa wa mama mane. Wa mo ndi senior mane bi ase yenko ye demonstration bia intia special prosecutor say ye tata. He subjected himself peacefully, willingly, answered all the questions. Time he made himself available. And that is the same thing we would expect from Akufo-Addo. As for Bawumia, Vice President, there will need immunity. A president now, constitution certain immunities from prosecution. That does not apply to a vice president. Enti Omoboa PDS are conform Omobe Sika over 2 billion cities live bills are Omafedikwa Amagana Boka. $180 million a US workers on modern prayer and account. Talking about Bawumia. And Neomundianom are benefiting from illegally so sourced contracts. I award Yamawomo. Our Auditor General, I established said all those contracts were overpriced 3 times more the price I wasn't Kagana buying Tria. All these people will face the music of accountability. They should make no mistake about it. It is an important precedent. Let's take note of it. Nedru ona MPP fu soldier. Ni ase Brazil ID headquarters ana OSP hobe dede mobia. Emma because President Mahama all kono no kwa. Party
yeah, Sammy, this brings me to my next question. After the announcement or the presser by the special prosecutor, Yahu MPP phobia Omakasa, like the Deputy General Secretary of the NPP. I mean, I should not relevant to me, should I name the ding about a DBSA and a member of Parliament, Mr. Pia Kubi, and Swakasa. Now, Ibim said the OSP did a bad job. I honestly, I don't think say Sanka OSP ni ba no kaka say Mahama is guiltier and Kamobeka said the OSP did a bad job. So but some of the arguments they are making in the say, excuse me, argument in the say John Mahama, as far as Omaka say, oh yeah, government official one. At a point he was the chairman of the Armed Forces Council, and became a president, He sat through meetings into he had direct influence on this process. Now, it brings me to this. There are a lot of agencies that has been put together, and these agencies are directly under the office of the president. When you pick an agency like the Free SHS, it falls directly under the office of the president, meaning it takes direct instructions from the president's office. If anything goes wrong with the Free SHS Secretariat, something goes wrong, it's a Planting for Food and Jobs, which was basically established under the office of the president. Say, come and I is simpler. A president, technically, Nipa Omuye Jumaman directly, a president in the office, which is Akufo-Addo. One district, one factory was established under the president's office. We have agencies like Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication Program, IPEP, your Ghana School Feeding Program under the office of the president, your Railway Development, your Agenda 111. Would it be fair in the future if an investigation is open into all these agencies that were directly under the office of the president, and the president is called to also answer questions? Would it be fair if in the future anything like that happens?
Yeah, it will be very fair, very, very fair. But you see, let me deal with Sansin Bununa Omua and then Nguasia to Monomoke. Can you see MPP for any Munguas? And then me sources I Jubilee House tells me that after the press conference of Kisie Jaben, the place was in a mess. Arewa bomb, omo ponto of akufiko, because omo need that to destroy John Mahama and the Unyamia saying by ensuring special prosecutor the no cre trodono ebeba bonte. And so they are now shifting the goalposts. The kind almost say special prosecutor say UK for na mboano. Inti e no kire say hwehwemu oyeye no sim to bi wo ho wa anya adwuma ni ye. Ensebunu simplicity because you see the UK authorities omunya san omutete sansem we nyina involving Airbus, which is a company registered in the UK. They engage in civil negotiations to find an amicable settlement with Airbus. So once they have settled the matter with Airbus, by law, omun to me, mami we na Airbus, they cannot do that. And you think here, Martinami do call UK SFO for mutual legal assistance or more share information. He didn't get any feedback. Kisie Jaben so called and he didn't get any feedback because the law will not allow the UK authorities to divulge any information. And Kisie Jaben amana so far, and yes, Kisie Jaben say UK for no amam information to me the anyone and media draw me conclusion. No. Or say because UK for information or more than a month or no one kasa a year in from scratch. So he conducted a full probe on his own. Paragraph 6.1, it is there will say the OSP's mutual legal assistance requested from the UK and US authorities place the OSP in a position no better than any person who read the DPA and the decisions of the UK and US courts on the Airbus matter. It was not a lack of industry or want of trying on the part of the OSP. In the end, the OSP conducted the investigation on its own. However, the DPAs, that's the Deferred Prosecution Agreements, and the decisions of the UK and the UK courts served as a vital foundation for the OSP's investigation. Therefore, the OSP investigative outcomes are substantially similar to that of the SFO and the DOJ, that is the Department of Justice of the United States of America. And you say, why should you work? Or say, yes, information I'm but I conducted my own investigations. All the people involved, including John Mahama, I identify, he interrogated all of them. The UK SFO did not interrogate John Mahama. The United States DOJ did not interrogate John Mahama. But Kisie Jaben, the special prosecutor of Ghana, interrogated John Mahama. And to Olupono, more comprehensive investigations. And I'll say, the Ohu, any USFO, any UK for the which is that number one, Kevin. Process now. Even before I go to the process, you see, there are a lot of the people are almost say Airbus, and then John Mahama they don't really understand it. Why should John Mahama be involved in the procurement of aircrafts? Let's help them. You see, John Mahama in 2009 became Atamels's vice president.
Yeah.
Ghana, so we are vice president, automatically, we are chairman of police council and chairman of the Ghana Armed Forces Council.
Yeah.
Una we chairman automatically. Enti a soldier for Air Force omunina ade omo kwakoto biano. The final approval must be given by the Ghana Armed Forces Council, chairman no a vice president. Enti Kofo Penso 2008 and Ghana Air Force Council omu place in Ayedada. It omu ko peacekeeping. They are not safe, so they want to change it. So at the time, the Americans even wanted to give us planes maybe for free and even train our pilots no they take home. But about for buy, you know, sign money delay. So America arrangement now working. Place now no somebody my no time one year no, which is by 2011 no, not ain't ready by that. So Abai decided say, young compare similar aircraft, able to the same work, but even at a cheaper cost. And unti ena Ghana soldier fool when your politicians, the Ghana Armed Forces, specifically the Air Force, settled on plane a friend of Casa C295. Say omunya me say beboa. So the military command took their own decision and they came to inform Abai. Abai no why na da man no John Mahama as vice president. So John Mahama had to be involved in the discussions. Say plain belly and talk. What type, what specification? A war belly and talk. You bet to me at one Ghana, Sebusi Ghana. That was John Mahama's role in the arrangements. And yes, John Mahama was a busybody sitting somewhere and a Ghana so that forgot to play or didn't work for the world. It is because his work made him the chairman of the Ghana Armed Forces Council. Now, the special prosecutor found 5 important things, and quickly let me run through them. Number 1 is the procedure Ghana buying the tall aircraft. Special prosecutor saying if you move in actually acquire Ghana Air Force for Ghana Military Command for my first or the auto plane. Acquire a mratcher of was more fast. Yes, I so. And these 3 aircrafts are from Casa, your friend of Casa 295. I cut off from Airbus. No, yes, I quite now so. And NDC are buying a fast. Young Quetim Rano, young Quetin Shayano. We follow due process. And so, open evidence now. You can look at the reports, you know, specifically paragraph 6. Points, most starting reading from 6.3. Also, the OSP investigation shows that in the general scheme of affairs, the acquisition of operational assets by the Air Force is driven by national and operational requirements. When a need is identified, the Air Force Command develops a technical paper upon which providers are requested to make presentations on technical details, logistical support, and cost. If a provider meets the requirements, a formal contract in the form of a sales and purchase agreement are drafted by the provider for the consideration of the Air Force. Thereafter, stakeholder meetings are held among representatives of the Air Force, Attorney General's Department, Department of Legal Services of the Ministry of Defense, the Judge Advocate General's Office, and the provider, aimed at arriving at a consensus on outstanding issues and conflicting positions and resulting amendments to the draft agreement. Thereafter, the agreement is submitted to the Ministry of Defense for cabinet and parliamentary approvals. The Air Force then constitutes a compliance team to work closely with the provider to ensure that the delivered item meets the agreed specifications. The processes leading to the purchase by the government of Ghana of the 3 C295 twin turboprop military transport aircraft from Airbus followed substantially the same pattern. The same pattern. Not just a processor, you had the top plane, a free tete, ABC Neno. Special prosecutor say, and no one at John Mahama, NDC are buying fast. Military, no, they request, never. You will say, we see in your plane, they are requested for proposals. Among for the proposals, the bar, near her born, near choose to the other boy, near your wish in an Parliament for approval. This is the same thing that happened. Planes we need now were approved. What kind of report they will. The second thing the special prosecutor found out, and a lot of people don't know this, and he was a pure madrid is so. John Mahama knew your friend Samuel Adam Foster. Special prosecutor establishes on the Airbus for contractor or your agent long before say Airbus for decided say beton aircraft Samagana. On the Airbus aye adwuma wo Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda, and in Nigeria. Even before Ghana transaction.
So and you say Abia John Mahama be vice or president and Okoje license be quickly because of per se. So he was already doing his business. He's an agent already.
As a pilot in South Africa in the year 2000. Trained as a pilot. So he's somebody who already understands the aviation industry.
Yeah.
And or your consultant or board these aircrafts to get deals with nations. And wabua in Kenya, okay, reports now is all there. Wabua in Nigeria, Zambia, Uganda. Now, in the case of Ghana, the decision by Ghana by say Kasa 295 aircrafts no, and no never boa Ghana. Into no never say your top. Na yan top free Airbus no. Ghana by taking that decision no way ahead after Ansana John Mahama Nuyanimpu all basa transaction with. Into any John Mahama Nuyana no ne Airbus ye Juma dada won kro bebre so no. E be catch John Mahama ne Ghana by say Mome Koto plane Kasa 295 and free Airbus for all. The special prosecutor has found that Ghana government had already taken the decision to buy the aircrafts before John Mahama's brother came into the picture. Where is my evidence? Paragraph 6.6.
6.6. Mamin kai no bim bekasa okay kan there atu go for him. 6.6 says I'm sorry, it's quite small. It also appears that Foster and his associates became involved as intermediaries in the Airbus Ghana deal after the decision by the government of Ghana in preference of the C295 aircraft.
After
the
decision by the government of Ghana in preference of the C295 aircraft. Jansana Obabe intermediary for Airbus. Now Ghana decided say plane a year kwakoto ye kasa 295 that the decision has been taken.
Therefore, it seems that Foster's Airbus intermediary role at the time his brother served as the vice president of Ghana was a case of luckless coincidence that attracted the disapproval of the UK and US authorities.
This is somebody who is an agent for Airbus in other countries. In the case of Ghana, Ghana took its own decision. And the soldiers took the decision, not John Mahama. The military took the decision to buy this Kasa 295 aircraft from Airbus because it is stronger, it is cheaper, and it could be delivered in good time. And Sakra John Mahama Riano, Airbus an intermediary in the transaction.
Yeah.
So how did that influence the transaction? Then number 3, Kevin. The special prosecutor found say, yes, John Mahama as chairman of the Ghana Armed Forces Council, he was involved in the negotiations between Ghana and Airbus to get a good deal. Now, the Oye I said, we make a special prosecutor Mahama did it with good intentions. I'm quoting the special prosecutor. Now, apart from negotiations that John Mahama participated in, Airbus in penny for Ghana, no one called John Mahama office, no minister of finance, or no meeting in the presence of other people. Or the same man, John Mahama, or ye, Ghana ye, you're now open. Name Eba Nibriano, Samuel Adam Foster. The agency agreement on the Airbus for the one. Special prosecutor say John Mahama no demotion. None in Sebian, and no one catch Airbus say Monko family as an agent. Because Nibriano, years before Airbus came to Ghana to sell aircraft to us, was already working with them. 80 evidence no paragraph 6.5. If I'm talking Kaima, or
6.5.
Yeah.
Wait, I said so for you. All right, 6.5. The OSP investigations found no evidence that former President Mahama was involved or played any role in the procurement and maintenance of the agency relationship between Airbus and Foster and his associates in respect of the purchase by the government of Ghana. I'm sorry. Let me take this again. I'm also reading from the phone like the way you're reading from the phone. So the OSP investigation found no evidence that former President Mahama was involved or played any role in the procurement and maintenance of the agency relationship between Airbus and Foster and his associates in respect of the purchase by the government of Ghana of military transport aircraft from Airbus. And it appears to the OSP that the direct communications and meetings between the former President Mahama and officials of Airbus to close the deal were actuated by good intentions on the part of the former.
Good. And the back agency dealer, John Mahama no di. But the back John Mahama participation in the negotiations
he had good intentions. Yeah.
And now the American say first away John Mahama only Airbus for your agreement that Airbus for Ghana. Evidence no paragraph 6.16. Into maybe I wanna bring from Kakra. We 6.16. And also so kind of bear the pass 6.16.
6.16.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry. Take it from there. You will read it through.
Okay. On the 6.16, I'll say it also appears to the Office of Special Prosecutor that the relationship between Airbus and Foster and his associates was neither one-off nor peculiar to the Airbus Ghana deal. Airbus had in place similar business partnership models with Foster and his associates in respect of business promotion in other African countries before the Airbus Ghana transaction ended up on.
Before that, Foster, the one had the crowd down. Yeah.
In other African countries, this MPP force same.
Yeah.
They can take a good person and demonize him, who now baby so is evil. But that is their stock in trade. You see, my main found free agreement, and I found call script speech now, special prosecutor. Okay, I'm forwarding a copy to you on WhatsApp so you can follow the relevant portion because this is maybe I drew this is the most important part of the findings of the special prosecutor. This is the speech he read. Now, over page 1. Now, Obabe said, page 2. Okay. What are even page 2 on now? Over from 1 to page.
Indeed, maybe I highlighted Nana.
Okay. Even before that one, the paragraph before that.
This is because.
And to us, this because without seeking to critique the UK and US DPs.
Yeah.
The OSP found no evidence, circumstantial or direct, Brofu we mention later, which suggests that Foster and his associates were actually paid bribes, and which bribes were to be transmitted to former President Mahama, and that the bribes were actually paid to former President Mahama. Who were running? No credit new.
Now, something you don't show
about bribery because Akufo-Addo's complaint on the court special prosecutor. And then
OSP Cry is not limiting this to only his investigation. So he expanded it to the UK and the US investigations that established what UK and US said they did not find any bribery, corruption,
No bribery.
money is paid to JM.
No bribery. Nothing of that nature. No bribery. In fact, page 2, page 2, no, maybe I can, which I can second paragraph now.
Yeah.
Or say the OSP found no evidence that suggests that the involvement of Foster as an intermediary of Airbus and the direct communications and meetings between former President Mahama and officials of Airbus to close the deal between Airbus and the government of Ghana amounted to any corruption and corruption-related offenses in respect of which the OSP has a mandate. Into number 1, no bribe. John Mahama, wanje bribe, yentua bribe diama. Number 2, no corruption. Katashe proyebia suni. When the come we say process no more fast so pepepe. Ni nuano no Airbus for weduma in other African countries. Deal no crown no ya negotiate here we answer no conflict of interest. No corruption, no bribery. Now, I'm going call the last page. Now, the way the special prosecutor concluded. And what now was 7 hours can is here, I dance here. Because the other special prosecutor knew, say, MPP for ya 24. Now, say what the reports in the Babontin say, oh, special prosecutor, boy, UK for say John Mahama Dufo. Now, a special prosecutor, now signed John Mahama T. So, the special prosecutor actually referenced the verdict of the Serious Fraud Office of UK on their investigations in respect of Samuel Adam Foster Mahama Miano and any business partners. And this is what is the letter UK abrofo. Eyo muwe omo trema Mahama Miano. And Kisia Gabe they conclude the press conference and then they say criminal investigation into Airbus, SC, and others. I write to notify you that UK for Kwesi Bruni actually. I write to notify you, Samuel Adam Foster, that following a review of the evidence in your case and consideration of the code for the Crown prosecutors, a decision has been made that you are not to be prosecuted for any offense in respect of the above serious fraud investigation. This decision might be reconsidered if a further review of this decision shows that it was wrong, and in order to maintain confidence in the criminal justice system, a prosecution should be brought or new evidence come to light. And a special prosecutor and the can use also. It has not come to the notice of the Office of Special Prosecutor
that the SFO has reconsidered its decision.
So
as it stands, it still stays. He's been cleared. Yeah.
Cleared in UK.
Yeah.
Cleared in Ghana. But then people did say a UK for found John Mahama the name of Obi guilty so much a bribe. It is not there. This is the evidence. You see, Omar Shetty go post to 2 new things, which is in the judgment, the report of the OSP. So let's go back to the 25-page report. Now, you're clear, you really open cry, many better. And before, just say, Ketrema die, they died, they nipped it's one way they will confuse you, and they are using some journalists. This is the new agenda. And now hear news and rare. That is the new spin. But in fact, because you know, John Mahama, or you said that. The whole souls are or more chrono than to the chrono to the swine about why it's been time. So, John Modia say, oh, special prosecutor, listen, John Mahama, and your Bolivia, name Bumno, Nimiano, Ekamonintino, not conflict of interest. So
no.
They are talking about conflict of interest. Journalists. But the young the special prosecutor named Ekaino, the young said, was it even a finding of fact? No. It was Nadjane, or no, Canadian. And I walk say, some people could have legitimate grounds to have suspicion. Suspicions. Never there is conflict of interest. But I say people could have suspicions. Now let me read that part to you. Paragraph 6.7 of the report.
6.7. Okay.
Now 6.8 or say. In fact, let me start from 6.7 so that it will make sense. The OSP found no evidence that suggests that the involvement of Foster as an intermediary of Airbus and the direct communications and meetings between former President Mahama and officials of Airbus to close a deal between Airbus and the government of Ghana amounted to any corruption and corruption-related offenses in respect of which the OSP has a mandate. However, it ought reasonably to have occurred to former President Mahama that the government of Ghana that the familial relationship between former President Mahama and Foster and the direct participation by former President Mahama in the communications and meetings with Airbus officials were bound to raise reasonable suspicions, underline, of improper conduct and dealings, notwithstanding any claims to good faith conduct and above board dealings, especially in light of the fact that during the first Airbus campaign, former President Mahama was the chairman of the Armed Forces Council by reason of his position as the vice president, and therefore a key decision maker. Into the special prosecutor, he's not saying he said there was conflict of interest. When he came, what we said, Ghana by taking the decision to buy the aircraft and Sakra John Mahama Miano ever be involved. And there was no corruption, no bribery, due process was followed. He's only saying, say, and I'm saying, actually, Airbus introduced John Mahama Mia as their agent. Now was saying John Mahama who said, Nimia can one idea. A bill to be any suspicion is a conflict of interest view. That's all he's saying. Suspicions. And a multitude of suspicions doesn't constitute crime. It doesn't constitute a fact. And it is not true. Say, special prosecutor say, now there was conflict of interest. I say people could have legitimate grounds to have suspicions and one another.
But are we looking for corruption, bribery?
Oh, we are looking for suspicion.
We are looking for suspicion. That at the end of it, that's what the whole thing comes
exactly.
to.
What is the bottom line?
Yeah.
Was there corruption? Special prosecutor says no. UK says no. Was there bribery? Special prosecutor says no. Was there
it's like Jakpama Semia, Jakpama ambulance. Are we looking to retrieve our money as a nation, or because even Big C is offering to give you money? Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Exactly.
And these are journalists on TV. That is the argument they are making.
What they are trying to monitor the hell with this will be their new line. Into Ghana, they are not here. What's in the That is not what is there. He is not saying that there was conflict of interest. What Chim said, there was no conflict of interest, no corruption, no bribery, due process was followed. He is only saying, say, I was saying, who said, among Phoebe to be suspicious, he said there is conflict of interest. Not that there was actual conflict of interest. Then he also continued, I believe, 6.10 or say, then again, the direct participation of the president and the vice president on behalf of the republic in commercial communications and meetings with commercial entities should not be encouraged either, as they expose these elected high officials to the specter of the slightest hint of perceived corruption that may attend international business transactions. The president and vice president should be insulated from such direct commercial dealings.
This is an advice. This is basically an advice.
Advice. Oh, where people follow when you go as an aquatam. Say, John Mahama, you body. I said, I don't know what is going to happen.
This is an advice, straightforward. Yeah, quite nimuno. Mommy, who is say, you're paying for the nimuno. And that's all.
Any company because contract. President and vice president in normal ministers.
That's all.
And I don't know. But even me, because I told you, the vice president, the president, they are really passionate about a certain transaction.
Yeah.
Their involvement alone to me, my businessman. Now, yet if you crack in our ordinary lives, Kevin, everybody say you are looking for a certain deal. Loud silence media. On crown now when you're or your workers, let me put it that way. More ability to get a good deal, and it's a one negotiation.
Sometimes there are some source they talk to they are difficult to deal with, but at due point you say okay, our boss will talk to you, and when I step in, the person opens up. So okay, you see I'm like Kevin so I'll give the information.
Because your system of governance is a presidential system of democracy. All the executive powers of state are vested in the president. And on one pony be a minister. The minister is there at the behest of the president. That's why the president can hire and fire him. And until the minister na in year, and one time say when you was the president so never. Until Drew baby a vice president or a president can get involved in communications with an entity to ensure say adena yet the correct thing, the right specifications. We are getting value for money. We are getting delivery on time. There is nothing wrong with that. It's an attempt to shift the goalposts.
Yeah. There's one thing to who say media need be here. They want to shift the whole thing too, especially when the announcement came out to say the former president has been exonerated and that Airbus are but you could see some of the news outlets. Almost captions need be to say Special Prosecutor unmask John Mahama as government official one. They leave it there. Yeah, and sometimes it's terrible because right now the argument is switching to government official one and John Mahama. But the issue is you cannot vindicate John Mahama without unmasking who is government official one. Because go ahead.
System about a certain government official one.
Yeah.
So they talk saying once special prosecutor Becca said John Mahama is government official one. I was monitoring the press conference. Immediately the special prosecutor said John Mahama is government official one. Then the media guys started doing the flyers.
Yeah.
One can see the role of this so-called government official one. So what you say?
Because OS speaker say government official one has been exonerated. Who is government official one?
Official one.
Yeah, you need to put a name there.
Now tells you this government official one was a vice president who was the chairman of the Armed Forces Council who had good intentions and therefore participated in the communications and meetings with Airbus to get a good deal for Ghana. And he had good intentions in tea. And so the as chairman of the Armed Forces Council and therefore participated in these things. Or you'll be a correct ranching. Even if the technocrats are doing the wrong thing, can find them. And this to tell everybody the man John Mahama said, he's a diligent man, he's a hard-working man. Or then start trying to send them from the president, the vice president, to be in the office. No, he gets involved in the work to ensure that the job is done. That is what this shows. So we now know sir government official one don't know you papa. Sir now he had good intentions. Sir now anje bribe dia. Sir now anje kata hye pro ye dia. Sir na e din say. In government me dey the baby ni say. Unyame and apa MPP for Hontoma. Their cup is full. You see, there is judgment against the MPP. That is why and throw media to Mahama a collapse like a pack of cars. These days, the journalists they paid to destroy him. So who tells him Dubai. Most of them, I'm sure you have seen that they've come out to apologize to John Mahama. Most of them. And you see, John Mahama is a blessed man because leaders their vindication come after. They have died.
Yeah, after. Yeah.
Because in Chroma and the truth was not told, did not manifest, did not come to light when he was alive. But John Mahama there, Nyame panatown for Huntoma Abrawatiase. And he's seeing it's like what David said, Psalm 23. Or say he prepares a table. You see, in the presence of my enemies.
So I mean, in the presence of John Mahama's enemies, you know, preparing that table. Do you think this will also force our president, who is very vindictive, to find ways to get rid of the special prosecutor, great as in to sack him?
Yes. I know, and I can break the story. Me say, in some way, they try to even bribe the special prosecutor. Send a bayanka report we and ka odi bibi shima indict Mahama. Omo try am fan they were beginning say report my advanced opinion study. They thought that they would get send komunya full stop will report to the way Mahama. Hey, any Mahama this could to free Ghana. The Unyame and Chadinti never happened. So they are going after the special prosecutor. That is their stock in trade. MPP4 or mono be cannibal when tia or be intimidate when tia they will come after your life. That is what they did to Amaswale. That is what they did to Martinamido. Drew Baby saying his life is at risk. And that is what they are doing to Kisie Jaben. If they try to use you, now Oma Utibua and Kasana will get the SFata, they will come after you. So very soon you will see them cooking stories against Kisie Jaben. They will even say John Mahama bribe. Kisie Jaben or one a coffee and buy you will hear a lot of funny stories. But what here Madonna? You see, he who the gods want to kill the first make mad. And December 7th is not far away. And for everyone watching, maybe I won't end this, maybe I won't need political party, maybe I want to abad that. This must interest you because in Chantoso, the be anywhere ya chance said, you be Chantorato, so they are saying within Abraham at the chrono. Into 1 year, the year one, Cabello, Yasenka, John Mahama, you will be and Kenya with them. Into a lesson no credit about Bontia, you would be answer. Number one. Number two, what they should also tell you, listen, John Mahama is not corrupt. He has never been corrupt and he will never be corrupt. He is incorruptible. If you so ne fani ne wakwa ne fie, obokro no bia nke ho dance ama. And therefore, say ye pe openimu a or what the integrity obetumi aka say me I have been taken through the fire of accountability. And I am also coming to take everyone through the fire of accountability, whether you are Kufuado or you are Bawumia or you are NDC appointee or Famwa. That person can only be John Mahama because he has tasted power, he has tasted opposition, he has been investigated, he has been interrogated, and he has come out squeaky clean. And therefore, he has the moral authority to subject all these Ejapadian thieves to accountability. So, Yesika Bebreba, Bawumia de Nebusianfo, Akufuado de Nebusianfo, Adia Kentens, when we are dealing with the only way we can retrieve those monies, prosecute those culpable, jail people, punish people to serve as a deterrence to others, is when you vote for change. It is when you use your thumb on 7th December to bring about the change we need. Because it is only when that change happens and a new government comes into office, a new leader comes into office, and are able to prosecute these people. Omotia Konya Sumpu, we seek a short passing. Bola minister, maybe $1 million. A Bola minister put ye Naba Wumia, Kenufuriata. Any Akufuado in negotiation for. And not yes, when you say, catch it. It's a but let's vote for change. Don't make any mistake about it. Let's vote for an incorruptible leader, tried and tested. This Airbus matter shows that Mahama's integrity has been tested. And I hope Bawumia and Akufuado will also subject themselves to the same test. And
Inti Ningina no say Airbus scandal no Noblos.
Amorphous.
Oh, Amorphous. All right. That was so lawyer Savage. Lawyer Samijin, thank you very much. Lawyer Samijin Finalton and on the Director of Communications, NDC. And waba abechurch in Semu Mobia Ehu Asemno Senior. We read the details no with you. Platform we nkwa na obehu say yenya abotre edwudwemu obrofo edwudwemu ewo eye akankasem. It has been very educative. Ghana for ehu nokre no. John Dramani Mahama, he's the right person to lead. We're passing all the tests, and we all know say onya the opportunity or be apply the force. Send it be a corruption. You bet to me to say every Ghana. You're still watching With All Due Respect extended version. My name is Kevin Taylor. After this short break, you bet to show so we will continue to break down the facts. I'll be right back.
It is also obvious that Airbus did not represent and had no intention of representing the interest of the reference individuals. It appears to us that the sole aim of Airbus was to save its image and reputation, never mind what it did to the image and reputation of the reference individuals, and to pay fines to avoid prosecution. Therefore, by reconstructing the entirety of Airbus dealings in Ghana, and through its intermediaries and with Ghanaian public officials, the OSP, looking at it from both the perspective of the officials of Airbus and that of the Airbus intermediaries and Ghanaian public officials, it seems to us that what Airbus perceived and accepted in the deferred prosecution agreements as the real intentions of its employees in their dealings with the intermediaries and Ghanaian public officials is at cross purposes with what appear to be the real intentions and expectations of the intermediaries and the Ghanaian public officials in their dealings with the employees of Airbus. This is what I'm saying. While the accepted facts in the two foreign jurisdictions are that the employees of Airbus designed the payments to the intermediaries as bribes intended to court favor with Ghanaian public officials, especially ex-President John Dramani Mahama. On the other hand, the intermediaries appeared to expect and receive the payments as their legitimate expectation under an arrangement of success-based commissions for the sale of the military transport aircraft to the government of Ghana. And their actions, in whichever way viewed, were calculated as businessmen expecting their lawful paychecks and not as conduits of a bribery scheme. The concoction of a plan by senior leadership in SMO International and the Defense and Space Division of Airbus to deliberately circumvent Airbus compliance rules by substituting Company D, or the company owned by Consultant 4 and Consultant 5, with Spanish Intermediary 8, or Organization 1, to ensure payments to Foster and his associates, though wrongful and deceptive, was entirely an internal matter for Airbus in respect of its disciplinary regulations and code of ethics. It does not amount to the payment of bribes to court favor with Ghanaian public officials in the reckoning of Ghanaian law. It is a case of the employees of Airbus deceiving Airbus. Neither does the short declaration by Airbus to the Spanish Export Credit Agency and Airbus's non-declaration in the context of the US ITAR. Consequently, the OSP has no evidentiary basis upon which to conclude that Samuel Adam Foster, also known as Samuel Adam Mahama, Philip Sean Middlemis, and Leanne Sarah Davis acted as conduits of bribery between the employees of Airbus and former President John Dramani Mahama or any other public official. Also, the OSP found no evidentiary basis that suggests that Samuel Adam Foster, also known as Samuel Adam Mahama, Philip Sean Middlemis, and Leanne Sarah Davis received payments from Airbus with the intention of bribing former President John Dramani Mahama or any other public official. Further, the OSP found no evidentiary basis that suggests that former President John Dramani Mahama or any other public official was paid bribes by Samuel Adam Foster, also known as Samuel Adam Mahama, Philip Sean Middlemis, and Leanne Sarah Davis in respect of the purchase by the government of Ghana of military transport aircraft from Airbus. Then again, the OSP found no evidentiary basis that suggests that former President John Dramani Mahama or any other public official was induced to improperly favor or did improperly favor Airbus in respect of the purchase by the government of Ghana or military transport aircraft from Airbus. In the case of Sarah Feno, she should not even have been a subject of the OSP.
All right, welcome back to the show. You're still watching With All Due Respect extended version. Thank you. So we just have to continue your social media segment stories. I will say you're taking care of. Now, there also say from day one NPP about power, it has always been lies. From Edubuahin time. In fact, Ukowichi could see a year UP. NLM, ABC, and the NPP, they are very good at lies, and that is their hallmark. Don't let anyone lie to you about, say, NDC ni NPP epe. The moment ubiti sa asem no krana na say adwene de otin wo ma obi ayeden underestimate your level of intelligence. The NPP, betumaka bibi achiro, a party, everything about it is a lie. So what study party in the year, what studying penny for Moma, they have never told Omomudi party ni chikrano, party nankasa idea a woman, adikudienti omote party, they've not told them. And the offer MPP ni na busan say, MPP na udi echire adwene ben the techire, adenti ni ete party no. Nipa ben the tina seka say, minua no momra, na yemfa adwene bi ni yenka ekuombom, na yemfa nchechire man. They have never told them. And that's what is dangerous about the NPP. So who parties are and shadani ideology papa biya to say adwene po sebio adwene po ebetumi asesa de oman ni pa omuwo mabrabo dangerous. It becomes a criminal entity. And intina say ohwe NDC any keda na say NDC ni bia obehye bia obutan say mo party na e party also a party a social democrat sojani and a Sibu or Babaji Edian, a bang, and or Jenny whom say, I was sick be mammy kibino yen eden, yes, sum, na yet chichir mine, into oye a yedian, a yet the soja bino or ye free soja bamu at the back be mammy kibimu. Na de na a done in Nusupa and I say a yen nusu adio who say, Ghana foa or more Ghana, a yet titru a here foa, omo sebio, omano enkojum, and which a domoso. The aban be ye die shi omomo so abrabo akoyie ene ye fe social democracy kebi mami kebi kakra wom aban eboa eto ne nsa edie hia edien ama nipa omotiman nim ene omodi nsa wo so abo omo kwan bebre so ma omo so omo ho hia omo sene be ya ye beka yitrabom akekere man. So the bile of the NDC is basically about you. But and the offer MPP ni nebusan say MPP no edia adwene ne take chire mamoteye because say nananom na say eye otumfo chiame ene yi ni 700 pounds ekufuado okay ne nana omo na omo free UGMC UGCC onkai NLM eno krampo no eye otumfo ne chiame na enti omo nhede ni focus fafrakobo. But there's a group of women, mentality, no, a entitlement mentality. Say, I know more, and the nkekrunin shit. And it's not till date. The NPP, they have not told the young people of the NPP, ever since the ideology, the vision, the reason why the party was formed. Into the moment you start to pose those questions, almost with the matem. Because the people who led the formation of the NPP, they did not lead the NPP because they wanted to build a force, a group, a party that was going to serve the people, but a party that was going to serve their selfish interest and the clan that they lead. There's a difference between a political party and a clan party. A clan party is a party that worships a clan. It worships a group. It worships the prosperity of a few people who think that they are expected or they are supposed to be given what they want before anyone can be served. That is the distinction between the NDC and the NPP. And into the NPP ba power, utie omokasemu a eduru we muso. It is not a party. When was the last time I want to say NPP about power? I can say it is not like that. They put the position out there and tell people, if you think you can win this position and lead, come forward. But anytime to me, I prepare the NPP mubiano na adane fashions. Where you dankwa, where you buzia, where you domo into a line. Where mu di we are na we mabedi. Where mu di we are na we mabedi. Into a japade, a heredity. Eye adie bi a I say ye chichira to ma enchiriba nko abedi ye busuafo nti asemesi bandi omudi wi a na asemesi sumba aba abedi na asemesi we mumba abedi nti u check party ya ende obetima afre test confor ana MPP fo busam say party no edie na mugina so te party ontumi kanchiro busan say edie na mugina so party we a wudi echire what are the reasons into a party we came together ontumi kanchiro Obaga say MPP there. Yeah, the nanom MPP there. Teteno and ultimately mau a clear-cut reason. So the MPP has always not been about Ghana. It has always been about a group. And there Yanana say, not everybody who is part of the NPP is part of the group that feels entitled though. A particular group. And it's no vice president. And I'm say, party ni kachira ba umya say, ye pa santini. But they were specific. The instructions they gave Bawian say, Kofa asantini breye because a japadie. Ye dino a fear to a fee. A busia we dia, nebusia we di. A busiane hunyan tona, Ghana hontono. And that is what you need to understand. Eden a party moi, etumika say, Kofa a particular tribe ni bra. Ebe vice president then party no no ye oni pe bi wo mu a omo hu ni se eye ahenie eye adidie se wa ma ye ndi ade time we are and the party ni ebegu no Ghana ni ebe se no. That is where we are today. Nti the who about Airbus any nsema o maka ato Kwame Nkrumah so nsema o mababa be ka to JJ Rawlings so at a point uko Ghana fa bebi a every 7 a.m. na JJ Rawlings watema. JJ Rawlings watakrade. JJ Rawlings wokumase. JJ Rawlings. Omu create bibi to the party say JJ anopa 7 onu nkwa nipa ba kuno baby ebu obi mame. But till date, nobody has been able to come on national television to say me JJ Bomasum. Nobody in Ghana. Ebe seen there. Kwame Nkrumah se omu kato Kwame Nkrumah so they have not been able to prove one. Omubaya bedru Atamils so see the things they said about Atamils. At a point, omu media, omu nyina ba abonte se Atamils se wu, abrana Atamils wu ye. People actually celebrated and jubilated on the streets of some regions in Ghana. That is my ideology. Enye ye nia ekronin say yamfa to me na ma ye party ye busua party na property owning party ekronin say they move forward and they saw the potential in John Dramani Mahama. They saw how humble he served under Atamils, how he listened, how he was trained, how he diligently, honestly served the people of Ghana. The continuation of governance. Sibia obeso eye the Atamils eye ya otua soa. He was basically cruising when it comes to governance. After a disruption in 2012, they kept him in court for 8 months. Still, this guy was able to make sure Ofa Green Book and every single project was completed. They knew it, so they started another agenda. And that is the typical MPP. And now, Omokotna Demka say, let us find a way for people to hate John Mahama. 2 things. Let us use where he's coming from, how his name sounds, and secondly, let us tell the people he's a thief. That is all. Into Ubeso Radio from 2012, John Mahama Crom 4. John Mahama Teni Crom 4. Where would you come wine? At the time, a president, who was so humble to obi obehuni biano. Today we have a president who is instructing we still don't see anything wrong with it because sa group now they still insist said the air cost boneno they are the ebusuafo no ebi mo ha omunya direct relation o ebi mo ha omo adwini mu no meka ekuo we nko ahone de so omo Ghana kra I don't care. And that is what I've told you. the mentality, the ideology. Say consistently, these people have been vindictive. They have been liars. And open party for a MPP. They are dangerous. They kill their own and laugh about it the next morning. They murdered JB Dankwa, cold-blooded. The second one minimum. They slit him. Moja tunu throughout the night, manuye till date. Nana the Dankwa after almost 8 years on board JB Dankwa ding anywhere. But today they are able to go to Atamil's a graveyard to go and paint there. This is how dangerous they are. This is how dangerous the NPP is. So do not mess around with them. We are dangerous. These people, this group of people today, the NPP, they are dangerous people. Now you're Ghanaian, you don't have to fight me. You don't have to fight Sami Jemfi. You don't have to fight John Mahama. You don't have to fight the NPP, NDC. You just have to fight the people leading you. And the majority of you, Mojuma say, the things you've seen or witnessed under Bawumia and Akufo-Addo in the history of the Republic of Ghana, even under military regime, so we go beyond tribe. We go beyond our religious affiliation. We go beyond our tribal affiliation. It is about our survival. It is about we surviving. How do we survive? There's only one way to survive, is to make sure you vote against these people. It is real. They know it is real. They are baiting you. These people are dangerous people. The Ejapadiye book, any Omo constitution, they don't respect the constitution of the Republic of Ghana. They don't respect the constitution of the Republic of Ghana. They only respect this and the lies they will cook. Imagine a foolish boy like Miracles Abuaji. Ya pointing, say obey MC after 2 months. Ya pamono. This foolish boy with a chicken feet, a chicken shit beneath his eye. Only shame would be able to go sit on TV. Say a book that has been printed, a book that basically people have hard copies. You can say hard copies. Book ya chro ebida obi demono. Or TV so say a man for I edit book. Now class 5 book how can ya edawo demono? How can somebody sit in Accra and edit the book? Then a media house. Then Paula and Chobewuno, because you're born Diano, they entertain this because the MPP, they thrive. They thrive on lies. They are terrible. They are bad people. And you're a tro any other party, no. Everything about the party is a tro. Everything about the MPP is a lie. They don't have any history. The best they can do every time they get the opportunity, they always destroy people to become relevant. So the NPP, they always destroy good people to become relevant. Alan Kojo Chiramanten did everything possible in his career as a politician. He did everything possible to protect the NPP. He did everything possible to serve the NPP. At the end of the day, they said Alan Kojo Chiramanten is not one of them. They found ways to disgrace him, to embarrass him. This is one of their own. Alan Kojo Chiramanten was supposed to be the president before Akufo-Addo. Today, Alan is their greatest enemy. And if they get him today, they'll kill him. That is the hallmark, the bile, the modus operandi. That is what the NPP, their blueprint, that is what is made up of. They are not affiliated to anything. They are affiliated to greed. They are affiliated to corruption. They are affiliated to lies. The party was built out of lies. And it's not some say, "Na mumu free here, omuntimi nkanchiro." And it's not some say, "Pathway adwene ben ye de teye, yentumi boni pa ba akudin." And it's not say, "Pathway ehine free ba ye omuntimi nka." If you say the party was formed out of greed, hatred, selfishness, that is the NPP. Memo be nada. You might hate me, I understand. You might hate me because I say I like John Mahama. I like his way or his style of governance. I like the NDC because they have continuously developed this. You might hate me, but think about yourself. Endra na Kwame Amoako. Endra chi na eya Ataba ewo eye Techiman South. Endra 4 days ago na eye Kwame Prince ewo eye Ayawaso West Wagon. Endra chi ya Amanfomba Miensa 3 Virgins Western Region Takrade Enrechi na eye nkransa ochina ebetuma yewo. And this MPP is daring. They are dangerous. Let us come together irrespective of whatever is happening. The thing is one. Vote against the NPP and save yourself. Now, see, and the Agosin say, a special prosecutor Becca say, and a Attorney General, why hot on town? Why don't work what you know? I'm here there. Acha mo hwa mo husu yi na mo asema ma court. Mote ye de ye te court wo ye nka asem na mu mo pon ho asem de badia. Acha mo hwa mo husu yi na mo asema ma court. Mote ye de ye te court wo ye nka asem na mu mo pon ho asem de badia. Acha mo hwa mo husu yi na mo asema ma court. Mote ye de ye te court wo ye nka asem na mu mo pon ho asem de badia. I'm here there. Acha mo hwa mo husu yi na mo asema ma court. Mote ye de ye te court wo ye nka asem na mu mo pon ho asem de badia. Acha mo hwa mo husu yi na mo asema ma court. Mote ye de ye te court wo ye nka asem na mu mo pon ho asem de badia. To see the money brabre no. Wow, do wakote no. De utiate. Se see ano san kofo MPP for special prosecutor even say Attorney General, Chief Justice, and in the court to call for girls, boys. Omo de some to court wo. Now omo de omo ka se fa se. Wa wo do wakote from end no. Wa wo do ho bete every end no utiate. Because you don't hiti. Edimguase no agba peso aye prosper to prosper injesi na omom nka se fa intimi tumufo se si asamo Attorney General na the nine aye say no na nam Ghana no o say wa obede ho ba bete do. All right, now moma yenko tie eye concert bi ekoso Ghana egigim asemesi. It's exactly 6:36 time day inside time ni temu se mampon hina bomu na asem nyina say Mahama Bawumia ko kasa, and what is he saying? Or say asemesi no bodam akokasa bebi obegine bia keka nsem hunu bodam say city depreciation there no waka. Or say Dr. Mahama Bawumia commits to stabilize the city by improving gold for reserves program. Bawumia say siano no or the gold and ebeti city dollar na ho den so ama city abenya ho den Bawumia nya okay moma yenko tie bodam maka kire mu se oni plan maka kire mu se Bawumia onim de okeka.
A few years ago, government reduced the gold export levy, this withholding tax, from 3% to 1.5%. The result of this is that after a sharp decline in gold exports in 2021, the gold export volumes have been steadily recovering, with 2024 showing promising signs. Given our strategic intention to realize higher production volumes, to refine locally and support gold for oil and gold for reserve programs for a stable currency, I intend to reduce the withholding tax from 1.5% currently to 1% next year. God willing, under my presidency.
You see, there's one thing or something I keep telling young Ghanaians, and I Ghana for Mukotwaba. Bawumia Wabreu. Mahamudu Bawumia, he's tired. We made a big mistake in 2012, 13, 14 to listen to Bawumia. On say ende, or say oba, gold na, yetuno, sesiano, tax dasono, obeteso. Na ma gold no, yenya to do, yenya gold dudua, and then the bema sidi no, ahwa de na basro. Mahamudu Bawumia, and the Becca say gold for oil. Mr. S, just pull some headlines for me. Obeji, Ebeka Ghana for say, oh no, and I introduce gold for oil. Now the reason why I introduce gold for oil, yemfa gold no raw no enko Dubai enko to, and petrol. Na no the bema dollar na form. Since it's Bawumia, introduce gold for oil. Sidi na kosro over 1,000%. Since it's introduce gold for oil no. Sidi na ntumi njina na swama sidi no, because I remember time about Bawumia introduce gold for oil. Na dollar no around 12. Today as we speak, the dollar is around 16. Into people say na idea policy now we introduce here ama dollar no every baby and jina aba bedru 16. And the worker say in the next 3-4 months yen to abama wo ye tuma oba obesa de gold aba ma dollar na ho de na ba from na cedi no sebio enya ho den. It looks like the guy is he's insane. That's the word I can use. With all due respect to him, because his inconsistencies is becoming too consistent. I say in Semna Okano, Adada ne womuno, Atrone womuno, Debiano or Shemukena, or Mano Ejinane Naso, Sanka ni pebi cry, he will move away from the inconsistencies in his statement. But it is looking like because Bawumia ni team anytime they meet, they basically think say Ghana ni biya we are Ghana ni our Ghana the way Jimmy. And that party no sebio the edit party eye atrono and one also ojina so edit to me. And no na do sometime e begina ha na ma yebuafu if you say nipa na oni kasa no he does not respect Ghana for adwene do mutim na adwene nyina ye ne say eye common na demo ye de sika beba ye de ba e wo so moto abama ye munni nyansa ye de dwene munni nyansa ye de dwene enti the most important things also mojine no muntumi ndwene. That's the same thing I end there. John Dramani Mahama eko Boko. Now listen to this very well. When John Mahama went to Boko, oye neto. Where did you hear John Dramani Mahama go to a chief and I openly tell the people of Boko say, me pese me create region mamo. John Mahama never said they say we create the region ama Boko for. What happened in Boko and say? Eye ohene kesia owo Boko. Boko hene kesia owo ho ene e ka kire John Mahama say me na me ye panyini ame wa ha. Me na Boko man no ehye me nsa. Na emom me pese me de asem tu wanim. Ye nyaaya anka Boko ha no so sebio mo betime create region wa ha amaye. Enye Mahama ne koka kire Boko fo say me pese me create region mamo. Eye ohene kesia owo Boko. Ena sebio ode to Mahama enim say Mahama se wunya akwanya bedi president a de da me makoma so ne say sibia Boko enyini Boko abaye kese Boko mu abie sibia dwumadie ekoso ha no me hu ni say anka ubetumi unya tumi na ubetumi ama Boko so enya ne regional ena John Mahama ka asanana asema waken nyansa wo mpa na emom Ghana ha no sebio se me be president kra me ni tumi a metumi asori anopa ka se Ghana ha aha yenya ne region aha me yenya ne region yawo emra nana yediso and sa emra no me ye president nko a mehwe se sa emra no ye bedi so na sa emra ne yediso wie na ebema ahokwanya na ebedrum pepezi nya ebehu se sebio yahwe Boko asase ne sibi atie yahwe dwumadi a ekoso yahwe senia mudwadie koso se ye ne regional emfaso beba so na o se oye president so onya position a ohene kese Boko aka no o de beto Ghana fo enim ye fra bibi referendum na ye nyina ye di mra no so ahwe se ye betumi ahwe mra nim ama Boko enya se be regional na se enya region enti John Mahama kura no because onya politician o ye trofo no we engineer Boko hini ni kura mpo enim anka se meye Boko region o ka se nyame boa me na me be president na Ghana mbra ya hyehye no Ghana mbra ye nyina ye di so no ohene kese me make sure that samra no ye bedi so na ye di samra no so na at the end of the day e be kire se e wo se e boko regional. Why not? Eye den na mpanifo bi tena radio so ni TV so obi de se allotage cops Jimmy John Mahama hwene kasam ye na John Mahama no onim se okoboko no kasa asem na John Mahama never went to suggest that to Boko. Eye ohene kese a owo Boko and suggest it to John Mahama. Nanado dan kwekufu ado achechide kwasi ampenyi we ka say oba be ye regions moka sa achire no. Are there no other places in Ghana they were having their tribal tension here? Did any of you fools say anything? Samo Pasamaka, and from today, Messiah, get me that guy's name. You say or your NPP commissioner or ambassador to Burkina Faso. That guy, when anytime he enters Boko, you be pushu or some bunukuno with Jimmy, he is disrespecting the Boko. Or my hene. That fool calling himself an ambassador. Mr. Hayes, what's his name? Can you get me that idiot's picture? And I listened to this guy on TV. And indirectly, that guy who calls himself the Ghana Burkina Faso, whatever ambassador, no, he is sitting there and insulting Boko Hineno. Because Oniminyansa, he will first ask, say, why in the suggestion John Mahama never went to Boko to say, Bebe any region? And ya Ohinekasia or Norti Kronusono, and or catch John Mahama say, Adia, Eden, Edamakuma Suni. Messiah, get me the video. Messiah, get me that video. Namin Bonche Ghana for, and right now, the NPP for strategy is say, Omu pesa omu didi or hinibia or was tem because I am for the do they don't want to fall for the NPP gimmicks. There were so many chiefs in the northern region now. They are ready. They want their people to be taken out of that poverty. They are ready to lead their people to listen to politicians who tell the truth. Because Oman will say Baumia true for. Oman will say the NPP is a party filled with tribal bigots, people who don't respect the chiefs in the north. They only respect the chiefs in the south. Ain't it? That guy also Oya ambassador no. I listened to that guy and I realized the guy indirectly decided to insult the Bokuna Paramount chief. He just insulted him. Because on Hinia Kasam, not Sebio or the Asamato, a potential president anymore. How dare you turn around to say, Omamwo Bokuru, they don't deserve to be given a region. And I am saying I need that guy's name. I need that guy's name. And such a foolish person because of politics. For all you know, that guy too is a northerner. And a Jimmy way, because of politics, because he is following the NPP, he thinks he can just insult Boko Hineno and walk away. If that guy follows any NPP person to Boko, where Jimmy, that nonsense he said against the Boko Hineno, can he say that same thing to Otuvo? Senko two for the bien and cancer sebna kakwasia to tisano so no ambassador no. Do you think he can make that statement? Because we all heard John Mahama, we all heard the Boko Paramount chief. So why are you indirectly trying to insult the man? At the internet, mo say deliberately mudidi eye ohinena tem because you feel you people there say mo nya de mu we a obia ye kwasia. And this fool, besides, get me his picture. I want to put this picture on the screen. Omo ye sadie we a check. They are deliberate. Every time they get the opportunity, they want to insult the northern region. Powerful chiefs recently, Abu Jinapo decided to insult the Boli chief king. And that is what they have done. This is the guy. What's his name? This guy should not be allowed to walk on the streets of Boko. Kwasia, he cannot even say such a thing against Otumfuo. And you see, this guy. And you see, it is going to that point we need to protect some of our chiefs who are ready to speak truth and also ready to serve their people. So you're here now, you're I mean, I will not sit here and entertain you. Oh, you're here now, all your politics behind the scenes at the same now. I will not sit here and protect you. This fool decided to insult the Boko Mahine. Why? Because Ohineno has suggested something. Ohinena suggested John Mahama say senka we buy our pay. And John Mahama did not even conclude say mayor the region. Or see, mayor president ye be dimrano so. Say imrani chra ni anti ha and akwasi ampenyi we say oba be 6 regions. Did you people ask him? Mr. S. So I think they say his name is Adagbila Boniface Gambila Jimmy Teniso, and they use in tough one. The NPP as a political party, I imagine say they always some person within Kwasiasema. A for and tough one user. Today somebody came into my inbox, some guy. Mr. Kevin, you know something? I am at your show. Sometimes you use the word in tough for and same for, and I say for Jimmy Konowa, Jimmy. The most important things that you need to talk about. People don't have water. People don't have light. People don't have jobs. They are shooting people in Boko every single day. Odo kwa siaba me inbox me say, why are you using the word tough for and same for? Where Jimmy? Is that your priority? We in the has it taken anything away from you? The most important thing that is very important also come once people need economic freedom in the north. People sadabaya ebe create juma manipa. These are things you need to be worried about. And uncle for and I'm say from Jimmy Nkonwa. Me ya huneni me infantini. O frame infantinia. Why should I be? O frame infantinia boy, I don't care. Inti enye din a odebe frame and ebe kire me say me nyansa da mitirimu no. Sa me nyansa na should not apply it. These are the fools the MPP use. Every single day. So MPP per se almost say almost say Ghana. What they do is kompete ni baako. No, they are best saying tafo. What is wrong with a chief, a paramount chief? A dear Bonnie say Obebusa say, can my region be made? Can my place be made a region? Why Bonnie? What is wrong? Now nipa fimbi to say alotejo kwasiampenyi etiti radio, so they think they are inciting the people of Boko. Almost they say in Konfona regions, no, they deserve it. If the constitution, if the procedure, if everything that we have to look at is right, say also omobeye region or some region. Why? Now say omama can deserve at the end of the people of Boko omohine entumi musa. So this guy, so 29 esi Boko, you people should nullify him. Onimnyansa, he has disrespected one of the chiefs I respect in Ghana. Boko Hine is one of the chiefs I revere and respect. Now you say yes, how Hine we are in Kwasiadia MPP, the national security, kunkofo, Bokoro. What you say Hine we anka adin kenjenzim. This chief, anytime he speaks, people who are angry, people who want to retaliate, soldier form wa bema ebony to this man, Boko Hine, anytime he speaks, he calms nerves. Anka diwe anka escalate. But this man has stayed in there upon all the pressure, upon all the political twister. This man has not made any statement. I actually say, when you win koko, and I fashion when you fashion win koko, but I'm to sell in tough form what to sell. What to Burkina say we ambassador, and I will catch say, why is he asking? Why is he asking to get a region? Wait, Jimmy, a Jimmy Four when MPP as a summer, sign in tough for Webby. Okay, I'll do that. Why is this happening? Now let's move forward. Somebody said, Mr. S, get me the rental, get me. You know, we need to be serious in this country. Can the party at national security billions every month, every day? Ye kunko for boko. This twerp knows it about it. When any time, she suit to fundi a channel. She suit to be a channel. I see a pamano Kosovo. She suit to fundi a channel. Then nim sa baby. Abekan kwasiasem. Utipen boko hine. Utipen and the people who live in Boko. How dare you make such a stupid statement? Can you mediate in what is happening in Boko even a second? And the people of Boko, you people need to understand this NPP way. They don't care about you. There are people who are in power, who are giving some fashions in Boko guns to kill their brothers and sisters. They all know. Kandapa knows. Every single day they go to Boko, there is a particular tribe they are killing, and we all know, and it is political. Every time they come to power, that is the agenda. Their target is some group that they want to nullify. Bawumia and the NPP, they know what they are doing in Boko. Every single day, people are being killed. And it's a particular group that are being killed. Kandapa on free Sremo. If he gives command, he directs these people to come to Boko and kill people. He does not care. Until you, the people of Boko, Muna Wasamotina say, Edwin say, MPP way, they want to finish you and finish your children. The best thing you can do, the fashion Bokono, vote against the NPP. I cannot come there and save you. You can only save yourself with what? With your thumb. Go and vote against the NPP. Your only chief, a revered chief around the world, Ese Ohia Regina, MPP in Kwasiafo are saying, your chief, Nisa Nkokasa. How dare this fool? Mochine Boko Munchinimu. Now, I mean, yes, I deal with film TV. So let's move to the next story. It's exactly 5 minutes to 11 in Ghana. We have good time. All right, Mr. Do you have it for me? All right, so let's listen to John Mahama and the interaction between John Mahama and the Boko Paramount Chief. And if John Mahama was the one who just went there and say, me baba region, and I said, oh, hineno, and the busaye. Sa kwawi, you people are not supposed to allow him there in Boko. Anywhere around Boko, you people should. This is John Mahama and the conversation between him and the Paramount Chief of Boko. My
father, Boko Naba, raised an issue with me, and I discussed something with him. Your member of parliament, I'm aware, has written a letter to the speaker requesting that another region should be created out of the Upper East region to cover the 6 constituencies in the Boko area. Boko Naba raised it with me, and I told him, in principle, I think it's a good idea for 2 reasons. One, for reason of bringing government closer to the people. That's the principal reason for which we create new regions and new districts. And then the second reason is for security. Boko is a special security zone because of the issues that have been happening here. And so it will be a good proposal to have a region so that it can be a focus to make sure that we deal with the security issues as well as we can. And so I don't think it's out of place, because the criteria are dependent on population, they are dependent on land size, and they are dependent on economic viability. Now, if you look at Northeast, I think that the people in the Boko area here, in these 6 constituencies, the population is probably more than in the Northeast. I don't have the figures. And if you look at the land size is comparable to the land size of the Northeast. If you look at economic viability, Boko is a major trading and commercial center. And so it qualifies on all the 3 grounds. And so I told my father that there are some constitutional provisions that we need to look at. There are some requirements that we need to satisfy. And that is, first, a petition must be submitted to the president of the country, and the president of the country must set up a commission of inquiry. The commission of inquiry must look at the petition, do the feasibility study, and make sure that it is viable to have a region, and then after that, it has to go to a referendum. And so those are the constitutional requirements that need to be gone through. But you can be sure that you have my support, and that I feel that, yes, it is justified that we have a region here in this area, in Boko area.
That is all. The member of parliament has written to parliament, and the Boko Naba basically told John Mahama, when he become president, can this be possible? John Mahama, not being a liar and a foolish politician, said, Nana, this is possible, but there are rules, there are procedures. We will follow the procedure, and when it leads us to that point where we all come to that conclusion that this place, LCN original, why not? I will support it. How? Just say more problem. You know, say John Mahama is in the center of this. Intika kwa siebi na meka. Na mumfa mu Jimmy Internet Peace FM nka say ai. What Jimmy? Are you people foolish? And I'm talking to the people of Boko. The NPP hates you people. The fashion that is under siege, the fashion that they are killing you people, you need to understand. The NPP, they killed Yana. They can come after your chief. They don't care. You people should protect your chief, protect your land. And the only way you can do that is to vote against the NPP. Finished. Mahamudu Bawumia is in support of the fashion that is killing the other fashion. And we all know that is why they are pumping money to Kandapa to supply more weapons to be killing Ghanaians. So you people should start thinking. Don't let the NPP fool you people. Some almost space, they will slaughter your chief, your paramount chief. They'll kill him. And this is the NPP. They will kill him and say they are terrorists who came to do that. Near Tiana Kufuor and Akufo, the great king of the north. Yana Omubechanity. These people are not different. These people are not different. It's still the NPP. Since it's all about power, how many people have died in Boko? Do they care? Has the president even made any statement about it? Have they taken it as something that they need to solve? No, because some fashion is being weaponized to destroy or kill some other fashion. And these are things we need to be talking about. All right. Now, this is another story that is quite disheartening, but I think we need to talk about it. And, Mr. can you get me the story itself? Mr. Can you get me the story itself before I move to the next story? Very, very important. The media is quiet about it. And you see, some things we will have. And the Osaka back to Kolebu. The teaching hospital, renal unit, it has been shut down. You see kidney patients me and say, and Richie, and I'm number can a CT scan wasem. And the Osaka back to Kolebu. Kolebu na omo asebio. Omu kidney, omu kra ho anwa kane ade a e wo se oban we ye bo omu ban e mo omu de attention na ye treat omu no ende okokolebu a the center na e treat sa ankofo no sa center no ye closing it down ema patients be miense wu Ghana for mutua taxes. They have died because of the carelessness of Bawumia of Ekufuado. Bag ekuta Bawumia ire ne boy denche machine kidney renal unit omu yusu Bawumia Samira Bawumia bag ekuta no. Samira Bawumia bag ekuta no. In fact, I can show Samira Bawumia bag ekuta no entuma wefra. Ne boy den change the machine na ewo Kolebu na we are all trying to make sure say enye dwuma no. Samira Bawumia bag bako ne boy ding. It's about $50,000, $120,000 bag in Ekuta Samira Bawumia. And we live in a country where these fools call themselves a government. All that they care about anytime the MPP gets the opportunity to speak, give us power, give us for breaking the 8. They don't even care about Ghanaians dying in hospitals. They don't care about the ordinary Ghanaian who is suffering from kidney infection. Nothing. Kidney failure. They are just about power. Ushia Bawumia, Toma ND's MPP, Ushia Kufuadwa, give us power. Ushia Omunyine Jimmy. It is all about power. It is not about serving you people. And it hurts because the same people they are asking for power say Omontuma Omono. These are the same people who will be dying like chicken. Mwa yeji tumi efri mu hono. Muna Bawumia jina mwenim, Ekufuado mu jina mwenim. 7 years, omu tumi si one regional hospital no. Mwa mode tumi ni masa ankwasi afo wenu. Muna mubewu. You are the people going to die. You are the people who are being infected. Mahamudu Bawumia ebedi president 2017 and edeno call UK. Ena ni yiridi nechi. Aden ya yesi Bawumia cho aba. Yen treat Bawumia organo. And I'll refuse our story no. Bawumia koda UK hospital. owie no ne yere nam the UK street e man kofo oh Baomia Ghana for kwasiafo bi omote UK esia Baomia say why ade kwasia na wo ma de tumi na wo de den wo de o taxes ama no ono ne se oyare ne two yie pie enti atam na to first class and yere na beto UK and na yere sansani ni di na chi na o ma betena UK better hospital in the UK and na o mo gya mo ma me ne mo papa no mo ofie mo ma me ne mo papa mo a o mo behia treatment no enkwasiafo we gya o mo si Ghana and na o ma betena brochira hwom ho yare na wo sa hia no UK abontene a o sa ka che ne se why ade pa wo yo dwan wo ye jimifo o hu sa asem we ebi beto abusuani Mesede ebi beto webusuani on say ye jiminti na de bia no ye masa politicians we omo say omo destroy inti de bia no omo mbuye NPP today when they sit on TV when they sit on radio omo communicators but na TV so it is not about ye be save obi okolebu ye be see hospital ye be boa Ghana it is about Tuma Baomia mentuma Baomia no be den no be ne yantuma Baomia no be ne wo car kwan ho ana on be junso car kwan yentuma no be den there should be a reason why obaka jam say men kotuma Baomia mentuma no na on be ne ana so on be den there should be a reason they don't care about the people. The party when I come once a match no Makacham said this is a party that does not have any Ghanaian at heart. Omajuma die nyina say yenko na nkwasiafo no yentwa omontro no mama etumi. Intended they get the opportunity, it's all about breaking the 8 to Abama and Yama to me. Now the 2 minute a day. What the benene? Jack.
Calculating that consumables because the machines are there. I mean, normally we used to have water issues. Now we have the potty tanks, the big ones, the water is there. So what again? So it's a speculation, everybody is speculating that the consumables are finished. But per my reliable source, I think that is the major cause that they don't have consumables.
I see. If your reliable source tells you consumables are finished, it may be the cause for the closure. But have you, as leaders of this persons with kidney disease, sought any official explanation? Have you tried getting to the officials of the Kolebu Renal Unit to tell you exactly what's going on?
We are not getting them. Hey, Alfred, you see, I don't know how Kolebu works. Anybody you try to talk to, you tell me that go to the administration. Go to the administration. The renal units have people there. I mean, they have the other officers there. When you go there, they will also tell you that they are also waiting for instructions from the top. So they too, as we are all in a limbo, they are in a limbo. They don't know what is going on. Mm-hmm. So you don't know even whom to approach and talk to and find out what is going on.
I see. But we also get information, please confirm this for me, that because of this closure over the last 1 week, 5 days, 3 of your members, 3 persons living with kidney disease have died as a result, correct?
True. We've lost 3 members. But like I was saying, probably maybe if they were ill already, we wouldn't even know. But since the place was shut down, we've lost 3 of them.
You've lost 3 of them. And is there any, from what you do know, any direct correlation with the closure of this place probably contributing to the death of these 3 persons, from what you do know?
It can be, because if the place is open, they are going there. We meet the doctors there regular. We meet the nurses there regular. So maybe if there's something wrong with you, you talk to a nurse. The nurse might refer you to a doctor, which a doctor will say to you. Here, the place has been shut down. You don't meet anybody there. You go there, the place is empty. So it can be a contributing factor. That is what we are assuming, that because the place is shut down, we don't have access to doctors. Right. We don't have access to the nurses, because when you go there, some of the nurses are sitting down. You can talk to 1 or 2, but they too, they will tell you they are also waiting for the instructions from above. They don't know why they are not working.
And, wow, I can imagine how your members are coping, but tell me about it. How are your members coping in the midst of all of this? Because if you're resorting to the private clinics or renal units, you're going to have to pay more. So what's happening to them?
Alfred, I'm telling you honestly, this is like a suicide. No, the private sector, they are charging between 600 to 700. That is what the private is charging per session. Kolebu is doing 491. That one is a bit lower. The private is doing. So how many of them can even go for 2 sessions a week? Let's say even if it is 600, it means you are looking for 1,200. Your transportation has not come. A lot of them are complaining. Every now and then my phone is ringing. What are we doing? Oh, what are we doing? And what can I do? I can only complain. I can only report and find out what is going on. Kolebu is not telling us anything. So please, the patients are suffering, deep suffering, because they cannot pay the private place. 600, some are charging 650, 680, 700, some are charging even close to 1,000 per session. How do we go about it? We cannot do it. So the patients are not taking it lightly at all. 2 weeks now, somebody has just done only 1 session because he hasn't got the money. He managed to got maybe 600, sorry, and want to do one. And he has not done it again. He's waiting for Kolebu to open.
This is the reality. I know how Junior will say, Kwasi be catching a free SHS. Wait, free SHS into me solve you. My man can be being show. Sa kidney problem will become oba. Free SHS into me solve you. When your president on him answer oba ni bewu. Actually, with Jimmy. Yanti Kroman about me because as we say dialysis treatment, government to subsidize treatment for 18 to 59-year-olds. But we can't just say abang etua obia diamano. Into identity and the renal unit in your tomb. Saba omia we on kanokre. And then you fall to on him some way Jimmy. Eye ekufuado formation bi no obo. Eye atron apart we makachira mo say. I name Yama Mogana for. I feel bad for you people. And me who nyomebi on Facebook. No be ka. And I buy when you're dying. The ekufuado na ebusu obi anko school. And obi me say. Wa would you know me so be wu. Mahamudu Baumia ope president day. O kachire mo say dialysis treatment abana fa ho ka nyina into ube kono na ebie. The reason why nipa miense wu, and this has been going on for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. President does not care because at the end of the day, you people are foolish. Some of you, instead of you people to think about the real issues, you are thinking about say Afrobi Teni, Afrobi Ceremony, Afrobi Infantini, Kwasiafo. Thinking about things that will save you. You are thinking about things that does not attach anything to your life. This is the reality. The man who wants to lead you is a liar. Into broni bain na obeka che ne say dialysis treatment no aban fa hoka na ne papa ko na udun say sa broni na begina we maka say nyame nhira wo meto ama nka broni nko yo aboa. But bibini 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 ebimu ye Jimmy u to bibini fo not titine to bibifo nyina agye nso mu nyansa oba Ghana de we Jimmy pa na kasa dodo eye de ade be che no afi ne se o mommɔ mpa ye ma no monjiji kakra nko save no abuofunu na free SH something say o yare ba e be solve am o you say Ghana na yetim no free SH ngwana de jire Ghana we Jimmy busa bibini 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 Ghana ni mwe Jimmy ntina ba omia mo dada mo dodo no mwe Jimmy mo adwene na e wo form kakra some of you people mo refi ade ntem enti mo adwene mo say ye ka no kra kire mo a ye time mo Mahama Baumia is not supposed to go close to power again. Mahama Baumia, he's not supposed to go close to power. Na die na ugina so do to abama obi. Die na wo ye Ghana ni, e die na ugina so e de to aba. E ye gidie, e ye trust. Gidie a obenya onipa ni mu, e die na ma ogi nipa di, e nokore a oka. Udi Yesu Kristo echi Sunday bia koto collection. Adenti na udi Yesu echi e ye gidie ene nokore a wo ni mu. Uye nkremoni every Friday oko juma adenti na oko juma because the engidia owo ewo the alamu through the prophet Muhammad because asempa na obeka ye no na oma wote Allah juma diase. So it is only the truth gidie trust se we nya sa gidie ni woni pemu a ade na woto abama no Because one no now what they can some no and the what can we or chine besham na oboa and the what can we try the akwakoto ayarefo so and the nipa miense omowu omomogya guba homia triso. And sometimes some of you people munya baby kitu ebitina na mu refi mu problems and Mahama catch no more short memories. Atiye kakre bi ba mabra bompe na mu refi mu problems. So okojira baby ni ama jollof one cup bi no dipe. The moment you jollof na share the same no the problem we feel say the light mba on kai the gas asa on kai ne baby yare edawa o say yare na opa musika ye de jollof esi ne dim no bibia ko into di jollof ni wie no kwasia na the problem asaba ni trim mo majority no sa na motie. And it's at the MPP, they have adopted that strategy. Into the biano, omo adopted that strategy. So mo Jimmy into a discover where the jaw mo ye commendi o ma ekabe 2 weeks a ye best start ya mo nchine. Into omeko sirim no ma koche magi cube no ma chenchene no ma ba de kumewu no ma chi gele konko emu konko no ma ba no be t-shirt eno ansa na po be se ye de t-shirt ne pe ni aye se nwan ni refi se ochina obefe ne se na ofe osia adwesa na po twen. Ofe wo se nenda oda ho wu a yesi free SHS de bejo o ma mete hypertension ba na ye twini mu a odwin se free SHS na bejo dabi aban ba e wo se aban de nsa kan bibia ma ne gina ne naso sa aban de nsa kan ade ba ko a na se de aka nyina gina ne naso a de aban de nsa kan e betwa ne ho aba be sei e be kum eno na de bia ye tum ho fo mu bi ne mu agimi nti ba omia ye trofo Baomia osuasu ekufuado Baomia just say Ghana for Jimmy because in Sambio bekebia no kreba company.
Good thing this morning, let me let you know because you don't know. And it's saying National Health Insurance a few months ago, you know, say dialysis treatment is very expensive. Very expensive. And we said this, and for some reason, a lot of our citizens are getting kidney problems. So the demand for dialysis has gone up and the cost is high. So we talked to the president and then we said, look, government has to intervene through National Health Insurance. And I made the announcement a few months ago, maybe 2 months ago, that National Health Insurance will work towards providing dialysis treatment for our citizens. And so the good news is that today, 3rd of June, dialysis treatment for everybody under 18, everybody over 60 is free in Ghana under National Health Insurance. Everybody under 18, everybody over 60. And then those in between is going to be subsidized because we want to make sure we can afford it in the budget and all of that. But for anybody under 18, everybody under over 60, from today, dialysis system treatment under.
Dialysis treatment is free. And then they are tumuno. Oh, so static as a room has mobisaye. Anyone was say and the Ghana no amount for your kidney problems. Kwasia chema untumi ye galamse or Ghana unim. You are asking us. Suddenly, people are having kidney problems. Mahama teswa na nkofo ni kidney problems. Suddenly, if there's a shoot in people getting kidney problems, it means what they are consuming. Somebody is feeding them poison. Somebody is destroying their vegetation. Somebody is basically messing their life up. As a vice president, you don't even know why people are getting kidney problems. Because your party is deeply involved in illegal mining. Because kwasiampenyi to say chema to me every opportunity na or the cyanide or the mercury or the excavators or saying so obunnuagu ahemfo kwasiafo bi so to ho eso so chema to me aboyi so e ma yete Ghana e ma motia say yemfa to me ma nwan we na kwasia inso na omonnom no ogin say me nkwa bebusuafo ne nom Udu Jimmy to Germany, do Jimmy to UK, catch them a time by Omia, a boa biba, meme time by Omia. Oh, my men or Tias and Greguana, you soon on about Omia no me. Mumu be more Jimmy. On say, or say Casano, or see, oh, Yane President Akasa, Emma President Ajia to say, kidney patients, no, ye mom with subsidy. Ubusaba Omia sena e levy. any COVID-19 taxes amodi abeto Ghana for nyina so eno de na on kai se oni president di nkomo on se okasa no or see ye ne president atena se di nkomo. That means cabinet. He was part of the decision making. Say yen subsidize kidney patients for siko mutia. Eno de okobusa ne se na 11 also on na menka ho me ko cabinet man kasa. Obusan se na COVID-19 fund ne taxes ne eno de me ko cabinet man kasa ba omia de sa anyoma no mfa ne hunjim kwasiafo. Koto de ne bodwe. We de odebeji samba o ka kire se wo na wo discuss with president at cabinet ena sika na eba. Na yebusa e-levy, yebusa bola tax, yebusa COVID-19 disinfectant fees, yebusa de ene de na ba omia nka ho. Mumujin se yejimi ohun. Mujin se nyina ye nkwasiafo se chema wuntumi ni abronye. Mujin se your level of thinking no it is low. Mujin se ye ni nyina Ghana for no ye moa te se nipa no mu bia they don't use their brains. And you see, sometimes we use these words not because you're tiny, but because of the disrespect these people respect, the disrespect they show our people back home. Yani yetu kwa nka kreo, yetu kwa babroche amenya moa. Yetu kwa babroche se ebusua de. Ye ba behu de ama broni kroma ya akono ye pese ye betena ho. Yetu kwa ba se ye betua abrabo bia ye betumi de aboa ye nuanom mo fie ni Ghana. Enti ye betena ha ne ehu se abrochi America untumi meye galamso omi fi mi dan echi untumi mba abrochi America nkasa wo ye chema untumi de excavator besi bebi amete etu amena adenti na wo se ebisi wo Ghana and this ebisi a why are we not speaking against it? Why are we not telling the people in charge to leave? For people who will not let that happen come in and no adding intimate na se mehwe na se nkofo we ehu me nkofo mo fie so mo jimi a I will not keep those things in me. I'm not going to come sit here wear a suit and make you feel say I'm going to speak to you in the language you understand. I am going to let you understand say when the air co mienu at a point you decided say you retire ko Ghana in so be na econom wa wote Germany di matem kwasia ukuro mu bekwai wa wote eye Italy di matem ukuro mu asenkregwa wa wote London ukrom eden santase se wo ko Ghana fie sisi ahe na edi enso na akonom o wo fasene ene osewa no maame mu efu omo ye nso be no mu digu nkontomere nso ade na mumu bi mu agimi na mama sa party we sei nipa mojin se munimu nyansa mojin se mo ye mana ye obi ya mojin se ai Mahama amba power kwase ne se Mahama nti na Ghana wo ho kwase si MPP nti na Ghana ho ye penyansafo di Ghana ni ma chechire Ghana nti se Mahama ni mu nyansa people like at we will speak mo amotiti abrochire dodo na mo defend MPP nkwase ade we no majority of you mo na mo krom MPP say no. I can take my time and go on social media and then pick all those asantefo akamfo omugu social media. Let me tell you this. You can say I am tribal. I don't fucking care. And one more fucking problem. Because you people are already tribal. So about social media. So who so be at social media a defend the MPP or ya Santini. Hardly do you see Kouni, Enzimani. Hardly do you see Bononi. Hardly do you see Infantini. Hardly do you see Tenny. Hardly do you see Awunini. Hardly do you see Dagombani. Salani, hardly do you see any other tribe defend the MPP. 90% of women social media so MPP so Facebook, YouTube. Can kwasi some support to Galamsey any Kufuado Chrono Asante. Ask yourself why. And they are all of them on social media. Internal Busan was deliberate. They feel say Ghana na nya omo party dia or sep Ghana na shit. That is the thing. Go on social media, take your time and analyze what is happening. Hardly so be hunzimani ba et TV so Facebook kase NPP ade omo ye hardly. So be bununi ba hardly say obehu dagomba ni obehu infantini obehu ceremony tani mampurusini hardly so obehu awunani say otewa o defending kwasi asemwe. Omunya Ghana fo but a particular tribe, men and women, their idea ni nyina say ya santifo nko ade nkwase asem ekoso o se yagigi so inti omo strategy nyina ne se wo kasa ebie Ghana fo ani a wo yo target inti omo sorry a yenko Kevin Taylor so yenko Nkonto so yenko Free Mind so yenko article the idea ne say it is them against us moa who is against you Ghana nso dodo ase nya santimemu de na say. So when I'm speaking against Galamsey, am I not speaking to save Ukrum? When I sit here and I speak about Galamsey ese Ghana, Galamsey ese Nsio, Ghana, baby mienu na Galamsey ashata ayen twinsiano. Eya Eastern region, any Ashanti region. Between Eastern and Ashanti region in so nyina say. Intimatena ha na me kase, ye me yenja Galamsey no, chema wuntumi nja, metan Ashanti anasa me do Ashanti. Wote Bronx, wote Germany, o ma meti bekwai. Insuo na ya say no eno na odi yen kontomre eno na odi gu de nenuane so. I am sitting here and telling you say speak for that to stop. Odo kwase ate wo se betan NPP. And this is what is happening on social media. Go on TikTok. A typical Asantifo Subain. And all that they do is to help NPP destroy this nation. Na na kwase afo mo gin samu mu nkofie ni bia na. More social media, take your time. It is tribal. Take your time and analyze. As Santifone yes on social media, they defend every nonsense at MPP or Ghana. They sit and they make it look like say Ghana against them, Ghana against Omo. The issue here is you are the people entertaining criminality in Ghana. You are the people entertaining fools. You are the people enabling this foolish party to destroy the forest of this nation. That is a fact. Inti mumwa santifoni bina modwe se obini mu wontokwa obi time inti meme yanka Ghana asem meme yanka MPP asem no mo na mo ye mo own problem. Nobody hates you. Me hu Ghana ni me mbusa be ofri o. Every new Ghanaian I meet in my life, I don't ask you so ye DNA. I don't need it. Me, I don't need that. Along the way now catch them say be our DNA we fine. But that is not my priority. Because at the end of the day, tribal enye bibia mame. Enyan said that how you can express yourself, how you can contribute to our friendship. And no ne it is not about where you are from. Me hu fantini to say me awe Jimmy. Me hu awune need to say me awe Jimmy. Me hu asantini onim nyansa. The same way me hu asantini Jimmy for. Me hu awune ni nyansa for e hu fantini nyansa. So I don't fucking care about baby awu free or Ghana. So some of you Mumudu do munjai san kwasiade no mo na mama MPP say Ghana. It's a fact. Omuntumi country me meka kire mo. Sa nyoma na ama Ghana MPP say Ghana. A majority of one santifoni bi mo na mo say Ghana. Mo kra mo tiabroche mo kra na mo asem no mobo. Because mumudu do na mo fi nkurase ayeye Galamsey ho. Majority of mo bloggers am tiabroche mumudu do na mo fi nkurase. The last time we got see I saw on social media, Facebook. Now, Hobson Adoye. Now, who Hobson Adoye? I'm a young man. Now, me too for. Say MPP for be kum. We opinion only me answer. That is when I want to hear it. Paso, say, eh. Abranti as smoking, ebe to me see. Because party ma join da. Party na me team de kun JB dankwa. Me team de kun asimesi. Adams Mahama said, Metia. Intenda asimesi akra we kra ka chem se enkofo ni nya omo bekume efi se nsema amekeka no ekotia omo ka wo ye penya onim nyansa we jimi. And I want to set the record straight. Me ma me enfan Teresa wo ba me mboni din kire mo me ma me enfan Teresa na a young man to say me na wo hopes na doye age awedri oho kro amotuo mu nyina lines bibia wedui na me abrantie te se me catch us hopes na doye o party for you mu bekum dey na so ye. That is the time you sit down and analyze and say, okay, what are the measures I have to take? Me wo yire me wo ma, what do I have to do? Na peyin toto te se wa betenati we say hwe me dey every year bia me change akonwa. So for life akonwa we akonwa utinema untumi nko wechi. Now every year be ochenya kuja ono we yire mutena toilet mansa na matena kunwoma na we Jimmy. You people are just foolish with gray hair. I'm telling you. Mema kas ma chere na wo be fa mu efutuo no. Abegina say and now my me say, and now my me say, na me hwe me dem, hwe makonwa, na unim say yie bia me chenya, na ono yire mu tike via bizuana. De bia mo tu bini na mo de betena akonwa ntina yie bia o chenya akonwa. So for life akonwa utirima dade wo wotui. Adena mo mu bi mu agimi sa. Abrochire bola na wote so. Akonwa otisi, I say cinema baby ya magazine hia yi. Otwa wachi etwere dan. Ede penyito to se watam camera se hwa akonwa yie bia me chenya. Na yie bia mu chenya akonwa toilet so na moda. Mo tsi toilet so na moda akonwa nim. Adena mo de etumufu amonte. Adena mo mu bi mu agimi sa. Adena mo mam ho kwan ma ye ne young people no yen direct mo. Omo bekun. I know your people, they will kill you. Yesu ba asasi we so nipa or blessing the first na jantre ni position a jantre for heaven no who hopes na there we no do it no ni bi position a jantre for e wo heaven no hopes na do ye we no do it no oni bi. It is not about now me a jantre ni and our papa a Lebanese no better than black. It's none of nothing. I'm telling you ombekun oso wakonwa mo jimi o inkofo ni bekun oso wakonwa onyonko na isi ane so te no Paul bewu ya body dua back and front ye tumufu amonte ade bechin popopopopo unim nyansa. The day I watched you I was like my feria ma papa penyini te sewo akora te semi tufu a odo jimi se hweme dem so fola akonwa ye bia me chenji akonwa na den mote binim mo hobon ade bia ye bia chenji akonwa wejimi dwini asam na me ka kire wo no ho. Protect your family, be smart. This is not a time for you to be sweating on social media and exhibiting your highest form of foolishness. Maintain and start thinking as an old man. Wejimi dodo. These are the things I talk about every day. And the 2024, paying to say we yakunya, phone session makunya. Where you phone the catch and go over the shame makunya. Ye be a michin yakunya. Messimu me na mo toilet is one. De be a mode toilet better na kunyenim. A kid like you, yenem kwara yen no, to pick a phone and show people our living room. I have 2 living rooms. Intina ma sorry kofa phone. Mo nhwe me ndem nkonwa. We Jimmy. I disappointed in you pa, we Jimmy. Na o say I spray I gu me ho. Na Kevin Taylor unim spray am di gu me ho a. Me nam krom a obi a wo hie me bia hu spray. Na say wan kasa na wo nam krom no ho bon sakramai. Why unim aponchi kwesata? Aponchi kwesata. Ho bon sa aponchi kwesata. Enti na wo dwen say spray gu hu nti obi a hwe. Spray. Na unim spray am di gu me ho. Akwa ye Jimmy. Rati nyankopon. Udwunu wa ho tiase o. Paul na obewu no. Paul adomochire obewu. Ontumi nna. Wenya ya rebia ese ohun 13th ba October. Osu ye betufu a wosu Jimmy. Say I endemi ko krum. Omo hia mi nyina betu. Hwe na omo hwe no eya wo ho kro na wo ho kankan na omo hwe enya tulenob se die bi egu hu o. Jai Jimmy no wa Jimmy. 2024 so ye dan we san kwasi ade we. 2024 ye ka perfume wasem. Satem 2002 ye was school. Ni a mix oh show me. Ye twam ate. Na 2024 papa paint so wen chobo Jimmy abegina hwe me dem unim spray am de egu me ho. Spray. Akonya utim sonkron ati ho gaze afi bia mesesa akonya. Na tunale na watu ogu hu na onam krom. Jimmy tunale na wo betu to spray na spray and there bema is perfume your priority. Bema a problem bema I sometimes act to say camera when you rabies I say ultimately no can say be say wo some say aden act to say camera when you rabies. Stop it. I don't have time. At this point, I want to make President Mahama president and change the destiny of Ghanaians. I don't have time for kids again. I'm serious about this. I don't have time for kids like you. I really want to concentrate, talk to Ghanaians, make people understand. Say, I don't have time for men. 2024, grown ass shrinking, shrunk asses to talk about perfume and demon kunya. This is a 1992 stuff. Now, young queen, akunya perfume. Egigim. Masasa kunya, ye bia masasa kunya. O Ekufuado pimp to say, ye bia masasa kunya. Ye bia masasa kunya. Na so no yire muti binim. Moto kan. Moto kan. E dan na kunya papa ye bia sesa no. Mohonka. The smell on you people, the odor. You cannot maintain a sofa for a year. The smell, the odor on you, the sweat, the stinking sweat that passes through your butt line, that passes through your butt crack, the sweat on your balls, the disgusting piece of sweat. Disgusting, filthy, smelly sweat. Unferry 2024. Are you okay? Oka perfume. Hobson Adoye. We annual sofa changing ceremony every year. Be na mumbe tutu ne amfa bi mese. Emo na mo na mutifio na moye annual sofa changing ceremony. We will dying. Listen to the advice. I love you. That's why I'm telling you this. Me pewasem. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Say that to JB Dankwano. I don't want it because they're going to kill you. All right. Egigim. Now, do it here. Show. Nana the Danko for Mr. Get me the definition of in situ. I beg you. We talked about this today. I want to read the definition to Ghanaians. Just say Kufuado asama a appointment for fro. Now you see, I keep telling Ghanaians, what is actually influencing Kufuado? Appointment. It's all because of money laundering. Kufuado appoints an ambassador in situ, makes deputy chief of staff ambassador at large. Jesus Christ. Nana Addo Dankwa Kufuado. Jubilee House wow, we in the part 3 including Bedie 2. And now why you more ambassadors in situ. And now what say ye Bedie 2 ambassador at large. Ekufuado oya chichidie oya toy. Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado, he does not care. Ekufuado ohumusemwe Jimmy. Right now, they are setting up money laundering agents. So right now, no, the issue is yenye obia ambassador at large, ambassador in situ. Now what they have to do, then they say they have to be the people liaison. They will be the intermediaries. They will be making sure that Sikana air transport, in different countries. How can you sit in Jubilee House in the space of one day, say, deputy chief of staffs, Mayam ambassadors? Deputy chief of staffs for 8 years, almost. And you see the funny thing? Messiah, get me the definition of ambassador at large and get me the definition of ambassador in situ. Namen Ghana for BB. Ye Jimmy O. Sankwasiafo, they don't care. Nana Addo Dankwa Kufuado. Or ya chichidio. Or ya bola be. Now, besides, get me the definitions. At large and situ. Because I want Ghanaians to see the Kufuado. Let me read the story for you. Thank you, team. Mami read this story ni nyina nchiro na hu de Kufuado aye. This is the story. President Nana Addo Dankwa Kufuado has sworn in deputy chief of staff tie. Kufuado e bola bedu. Ne bo oye opo oye bola bedu. Me pese in situ me pese mo amu at the crow. Se me ameka unjindi. Ejobi beka so Kevin make it word up. I want to read it for you to know the difference, what he's doing. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has sworn in Deputy Chief of Staff Fawaz Aliu and 2 others as new ambassadors. He has sworn in a Deputy Chief of Staff, and then he has sworn in 2 others to be ambassadors. Aka 3 months. Na yatuaba. Paragraph 2. Mr. Aliu has been appointed ambassador at large in addition to his current role. The Deputy Chief of Staff is still Deputy Chief of Staff, and he has been given another role as ambassador at large. Ask yourself why. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo oya chechedie. Onim nyansa. Akufo-Addo oya mambofo. Oya toy. Now, paragraph 3. The latest appointment comes 2 months after the president appointed his executive secretary, Nana Bedie Tuasante, as an ambassador at large. So 2 people. Deputy Chief of Staff has been made an ambassador and still keeping his position as Deputy Chief of Staff. Now, we have the president executive secretary. He has been made an ambassador. He is also an ambassador at large, keeping his position as the president's secretary. Now, thank you, Mr. S. Now, it says this. The latest appointment comes 2 months after President appointed his executive secretary, Nana Bedie. Nana Bedie Tuasante, who has served as the president's executive secretary since 2017, received his new appointment during a ceremony held at the Jubilee House. At the event, President Akufo-Addo also presented credentials to 9 newly appointed diplomats, urging them to actively promote Ghana's image and interest abroad. 9 diplomats, 3 months to elections. With Jimmy. When we say Mumudu do no Jimmy, Ejapadena no more activating no. Atakura Akufo-Addo. Onim nyansa o. Mo e ka bi kira na wo so somebody is telling me something which might be quite interesting. Ebia, the foreign finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta has been flagged. In Tebia, because Ken Ofori-Atta cannot move to go do these things, they are trying to get more ambassadors to go and represent Ken Ofori-Atta. Because Bonia Ken Ofori-Atta, Ebia, he's not been allowed to go to other countries. Now, my a little bit of Ejuma Kakrebi, and this is education kakra. Akufo-Addo appointed ambassador in situ, and I was appointed ambassador at large. Now, this is ambassador at large. Now, ambassador at large. Yeah. TOTA. In fact, I think I need to make it more easier so that I can put the 2 of them on the same screen. Senebeya, you will see what Akufo-Addo is doing. I'm not sure there. Thank you, team. Mr. I think I got one. This is which is quite smaller that I can use. Look at this. This one is what? Ambassador at large. Be at large. And then this one is in situ. Now, Fanto top and down. Now, when we say, you see, in situ is down and ambassador at large up. Now, you can say at larger. This is what it means. If someone dangerous is at large, that person is free when they should not be. Now, when you decide to also find the other meaning of ambassador at large, this is what it says. Let me cover this up. When you want to find another definition, ambassador at large. An ambassador at large is a diplomatic position that doesn't have a specific geographical assignment. A geographic assignment. It's just a position Uwe baby, obetumako baby, on share any station. Into Ochanopa, obetumaka sa uko Djibouti, obetumaka sa uko Kenya, obetumaka sa uko US. Your job is to go and connect to the president. You don't have specific place or target or geographical area you work. What do you say? You can go anywhere and do whatever you like in the name that president has made you a diplomat. They handle broader issues such as regional cooperation, global challenges, or specific thematic areas, that is human rights, climate change, or cultural exchange. Their role involves representing the country on international platforms, participating in conferences, and promoting national interests globally. So basically, an ambassador at large, the Juma is technically a president. Because that person can go and represent the president at the UN Congress. That person can go and represent the president at the DC Congress. That person is a floating president. That person can go and do deals for the president in another country in the name of a diplomat. That person can go and represent the president when there is money laundering issues. That person can go in there and tell the people he is an ambassador at large. He has no office, he has no station, he moves around. So basically, they are errand boys. These are errand boys. Intermediate too is an errand boy. And these are the most dangerous people. Because President Pese will move $400 million echo Vietnam. The ambassador at large can go to Vietnam. If Ghana has a consulate and an embassy there, he will use that consulate, through the consulate, direct the ambassador there that this money has to come in. Let us create a platform that will allow the money to be moved to Vietnam. Into Obeba, Vietnam. Now I share the Ghana embassy there or the consulate there. Do this and do that. And then write letter to accept this money. When it comes, they will convert the money, put it into an account they want. The ambassador at large comes back home. Now, when they say ambassador in situ, enunye, ambassador in situ, in the original place instead of being moved to another place. Into Yagase Obi in situ, a local. Into Kufuado, aye deputy chief of staffs, local ambassadors. But if you are making deputy chief of staffs local ambassadors, what are their job? They are still the deputy chief of staff. You have not fired them as deputy chief of staff, and you have made them ambassadors in situ, meaning they are in Ghana, they are ambassadors. They are going to be paid as ambassadors and they are going to be paid as deputy chief of staff. And what exactly are they going to be doing? These are some of the questions we need to be asking. And it is basically an idea to launder money out of this nation, because they need people to be fronting this kind of job. But they don't need people who are permanent. They need people who are floating. Because these kind of positions, you can nullify it in any day. It does not look like a position that is permanent. So they can be doing the floating job, the illegal jobs. These are the people who will be doing that job for them. So all these positions is given. Ambassadors are large and see to their job is simple. Their responsibility is to go build tents in different safe haven countries and move dollars there to keep there before they leave power. That is the main reason why he's putting all these things together and making people ambassadors. It does not make any sense. There's no sense in what we are all seeing. Why would the president be giving people such appointments 3 months to elections? Now, let me move forward, because there are a few things we need to talk about. Say, Yampeke calls cry, it's fine. But we need to clear this table tonight. Because there are a lot of things that table no so ochinanya also client, and then we need to do a lot of work. Now, there's another story I want to show you. Mahama Bawumia Kasembi, and it's quite interesting. As someone can say, road tolls, we could have generated 2 billion instead of 70 million Ghana annually if everybody paid. Now, utie the story now, Bawumia say there's inequality in paying road tolls. It's not omeki some statement to be Bawumia say road tolls is legon for no more muntia. Adentina obi oteka aswai to road tolls na omomo is legon muntia road tolls. It's Bawumia say even road tolls na yetua the Ghana it's the inequality in it. So right now, no, or the policy be by a friend, road tolls inequality payment. It is no, as some from any I feel a new policy about me road tolls inequality. It's just no, na or Casano say, okay, we say is Legon, airport hills, some part in Tamano, tia road tolls, but Oko baby to say Kumasi, road tolls were just so road into Anisa a year for the road tolls. Now, road tolls no is Legon for the decided maybe also the road tolls go see. North Legon for decided where the road tolls to come or should come. It's the government that decides where to put a road toll. It is a maintain road toll you are. Why should I go and fight the government and say for road toll this year because I had a whisker near road tolls? What are the reasons for putting road tolls? How many cars NFA East Legon streets? How many in a minute? And a whole vice president who wants to be president. Today he's talking about road tolls inequality toll. In the Siano or the policy be bar a road tolls inequality mean who's been put cano. When who said there's inequality in paying road tolls in the Siano adia or day baron. This is Baumia. Your government, you sat in cabinet and our opinions to say Amwakwata ya Arabia warohono onko to road tolls or Ghana you Baumia, you are sitting in cabinet. If you did not support after cabinet meeting, you should have come out to tell us you never agreed to that. But you know that and you foolishly smiled. The next day, Okachre said, oh, we could have generated 2 billion Ghana cedis, but we are making 70 million annually if everybody paid. In the Sian rotos, no, ebintia, into inequality abim. Into the Siano, and Kwasia 4-way new policy, and say, road tolls inequality. But we be president. Obi our Isle Gombia betia road tolls. And a Kaswa for betia. If you say Kaswa for to road tolls, Abra Isle Gon for to road tolls. Me Busa will say Isle Gon for Omuna. Omu decided say also road tolls ban and it's a road tolls ba. I just don't get it. I don't even understand a software any of him for mutumitina patase ewia say ye twen ba omi on mekasa. On mekasa mfa de ho. Abra dollar was 16. Ba omi on mekasa mfa de ho. Now, this is your ambassador. Hey, ye Jimmy O. Bedietu. Ambassador at large, the executive secretary to the president. San kwasiafo we eden ye mo chance pa mo bedi Ghana so. Jot fo omo bon jot. Omo bon nicotinious boys. These are not people you were supposed to allow. So omo metina Jubilee House. These are people you were not supposed to allow close to the presidency. Wait. These people. Sa nipan kuruwa we. This is the whole Ghana. The president secretary Onye. He's advertising for cigarettes. Cigarette for 5 in the embassy for when my ambassador at large, when the secretary to the president, when I'm what say Yama MPP in twice I didn't me a santinity abruchi to me MPP wasem Kevin Taylor Tire Santa for we'll die. Wait. Five boys we. 5 embassy pleasure boys we. Diplomat for we. Sanko for we. Tosca. Diplomat, Tosca, embassy, and 5 boys. Boys we. These are Tosca drug barons. These are crazy people. You can see from their appearance. These are filthy people who don't care. They don't add any kind of respect to anything. But when I'm a me and a wo. King size Vowie, diplomat 5 embassy king size Tosca, Sanko Vowie, These are nicotaneous boys, nicotine for. Bon nicotine. This is the whole Ghana. And a man for Kano, Tusker and Marlboro. These are Marlboro boys. Tusker ni adi. Besides, don't forget Pall Mall. Wait, Pall Mall, 5-5, Tusker, Marlboro, Diplomat, 5-5, Embassy. These are nicotaneous boys, nicotine bomb. Uyo bana no dana almost sweaty, almost born nicotine. Door to four. These people have no respect for themselves. Interbedding no when you respect among us as a nation. These are filthy individuals. Cigar boys. And they have overshadowed you people, lied to you people. Today, they have money than the country. They have money. These people, they have money than the country. These were filthy, poor people. They were filthy poor. At a point in the US, he was begging somebody $1,000 to save the year. America. These people, Wemu. And these are the people you have handed this country over to. You have handed the nation over to. These vagabonds, these riffraffs, these things, these people, Wemu. Everywhere they stand in public, they are exhibiting their cigarette tendencies. These are nicotaneous, cigarraceous boys. These are filthy people. What is he wearing? And we, as a nation, these are the people we are saying, say, they are thinking about the future of Ghana. You say, oh, you Jimmy too much. Way more. Everywhere you see them, everywhere you see they're exhibiting cigarettes. Everywhere you see them. Now a whole nation like Ghana, we are all sitting and saying, Yen Sanfa to me Mabaomi and Kwasiafowi was set back as ambassadors are large to manipulate the party away. With all due respect to Tietia for sa way more. Now Unkofowi, ya chichiri board ya kwa yentu omo famboso. Way more. This small group of nicotaneous boys, cigarettes boys, diplomatic boys, these people who smell of nicotine, the whole Ghana, Mobetina TV so abrofwa kesiye, and we are intellectuals, and I'm a PhD. When I'm secretary to the president. No, I better TV so you know Kevin Taylor is insulting. We don't even wait them secretary. And I'm more bottom. Jack, and I am mobile. Now, there's this story I want you to see. Mr. S, you have something for me? Mr. S is on this. These are some of the things they wear. So omoko meetings with the president outside the country. When they step outside the country, these are some of the things they wear. He looks like some clown on the streets of France. Look at this. He looks like a clown on the streets of France. That these clowns are walking around. Like, these are the people that we sit in Ghana and say, oh, Kwabruchewena, and yes, secretary to the president. And so, yeah, for MPP, like sometimes you ask yourself, why? What is this? These are tiny models. Like, almost Arabian pictures. Nonsense village dressings. You see them like they act in cowboy movies. And you see, these people come to Europe, they come to America, and the politicians, they see these people and they tell us, say, we have a problem. You see, that is why Abrofuni be omu say Jimmy. That is why Abrofuni be here. Yeah. This guy, look. These are the people. Look at this. How did we get here as a nation? How did we as a people get here? Why don't we see anything wrong? Why are you not seeing anything wrong with us? Your morals now, the way you say, you're a Christian nation. You're a country where morals are very important. As so for how did we get here? How did we as a nation get here to let these people be running Ghana? How? I just sometimes don't get it. They don't even hide it anymore. These are high-profile people that we expect to say their lives, the kind of lives they live inside and outside, should be exemplary to the point where we can use them as example for young people in schools. These are junkies. These are fucking junkies. And you hand over a nation like Ghana to these junkies. Smoke, they drink, Saturday, Friday night. That ECG boss no. Oko to ECG boss no what? Dien bar a Jack. Oko head ECG boss no sakwa no do to sina no. Somebody sent me a video. ECG boss no chain smoker, and they are blowing dollars in public. Every Friday go, they are there. What's the name of the place? I've forgotten. Ubakonom guo. Omo kan. Emadi diomo chikuta. Both. Just say, these people, how can I show this guy's picture to anybody in America? I've met a congressman. I've met somebody. And I show this guy's picture to the president. Oh, my country, Ghana. This is our day. Executive secretary to the president. How can I do that? How can I just even do that? How can I come to terms with that? So this guy is the executive secretary to the president of the Republic of Ghana. Jack, when we're serious or Ghana, Jack, your question there, we need to be serious now. Now, this is one story I really want to talk about. Enzima youth, any penny for more akasa, and it should not be taken lightly. Very important. As one can say, the concerned citizens of Enzima, Manle at Axim in the Western region, have warned that they will prevent the running mate of the New Patriotic Party (NPP), Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, from embarking on his campaign tour of the Enzima East Municipality on Friday. Enzima's vow to resist Napo's campaign in Evelua, Ajomoro. Jira. The Omokanyinan say simple. They want Napo to apologize. And it's all got to do with the disrespect Napo show the Enzima people Kwame Nkrumah Friho. So they are saying, say, Sebio penyini na eni Napo fie eno muntu mintu Napo fo. Ebia impenifo mo Napo fie no omuntu mintu Napo fo. If you say Napo nkwa siade omo ye no omo ni je ho. Because anka penyini wo Napo fie ena penyini na tete Napo. Ena saa penyini no onim sene kasa ho tie emfaso akasa wo so. Na saa penyini no obugana fo na saa penyini saa bunu ho a ena saa penyini na otete Napo no obu eye kasapa. Obuse ewose nipa bia etumi tene kasa ho ekasa nyansem a penyini otete Napo no saa penyini be ka kire Napo se begina TV so na pagana fo ene sebio Kwame Nkrumah asefo chewo na bia Napo bebi ofri no impenifo a sebio omo ye den omo tete Napo no omo ankasa kra no sebio omo nim nyansa a mobetuma che Napo atena aka se Napo ye ne tete o ye impenifo ofie sani awokasa ye nye nipa awokasa ye no nasefo ye Ghanafoɔ enti sebio brabontene ne bepa omo chew no sam penifo tete Napo no because omo so no adwene ye friend adwene e wo sen komo di tu Napofo no omo ni binti omo nkasa mfa Napo jimi kasa no ho ama eye dwomorofo ama ɛyɛ deɛ enzimafo no bi sɛ ɔmo nhia napo sɛ ɔmmra na ɔmmɛyɛ deɛ campaign ma saa nkɔfo na odi ɔmo atam no sanko salai ensanko toma no na ɔmo toma no wie a na impenifo na anka wo so ɔmo tu napofo impenifo na anka sebio sɛ nka ɔmo hu nyansa ka kyerɛ napo sɛ deɛ wo kan no ɛnyɛ na gina TV so na ma Ghana fo nyina hu sɛ wadi nipa atam no ɔmo nkɔtoma napo na saa impenifo no ɔmo twonsa mɛgye kɛseɛ enti nzimafo no sɛ they don't want to see napo come there. Some of them to come and campaign. If you say ebua your friend ebuo wan fe bia ma omo. Kwame Nkrumah yo mo de hye kronkron. Sebio manisi sumina so. Okonfo no che wanko ama Ghana okoma edien tribe. Enzimafo ebu konfo no che even though konfo no che koma okom ye no okoma ekuo kituwe bi. Ya santoa enzimafo mo na ya santo enzima omubu ya santoa even though ya santoa de oye no wanyambo Ghana. We need to get and set this record straight. And so enzimafo obo ya santoa din a omo respect no even though ya santoa is a minute a tiny person oye nkonya kakra bi de bo a ono ane hu nipa na eba obi ti se Kwame Nkrumah odi Ghana so ono na eje Ghana free nkwaso mu enti se napo begina ntimpie so edidi Kwame Nkrumah tema omo de saa de na omo ntwe efri se nipa bi krampa a omo koye eye den ehye nipa kuo ketewa bi animonyam no enzimafo bu enzima ebu eye den napo na sefo anane nananom ebi ne den konfo anoche ne nananom ebi ne den baafo akoto ne nananom ebi ne den ya santoa even though ne nananom no anko ama Ghana. Let's get this right. None of the people are bubo mudin some ya santifo mpenifo a omo betwem no. None of these people fought for Ghana. They fought for omo ankasa kuo. Enti wonapo unkofo no kro mo kuma mo ankasa mo ho no enzimafo bu omo na Kwame Nkrumah a oje Ghana. Enzimafo no nyankwasiafo. They are saying you need to render an apology before you can come there and exhibit your foolish political ambitions. And they are right in stating that. If you say, Ghana drum pempenso bi a nipa ko bi a madwene say, omo mpese omo bobu nipa bi ba omo mpese nipa nyina bu omo. We are not going to live in this country like that. Tie, menya kwara. And sebio, asema making me no beti ase. Me say, Ghana ha na yetino. Nipa ko bi a yo madwene say, e wo se Ghana nyina bu omo. But a bua also de ma Ghana for amakana omo mpese de ma Ghana for. We cannot live in harmony when some people have this kind of filthy mentality. Sebio napo baby ofri impenifo ho. Sebio napo yatiti ni fie. Sebio napo eye nipa ena sebio omo chi ni dware no etete no mane nyine ya nya napo. Sebio napo nya aboa enye otwe ne wo no eye nipa da seni ne wo napo. Enti sa napo akasa na Ghana for dodo no hu ni se kasa na okan ne ho ntia. Die na wo se mpenifo na omo tete napo no omo ka kire napo. Se sam penifo no entumi ankasa nkyere napo ma napo amba ambe pacho ankyere se nya Ghana nyina kora enipa ku a Kwame Nkrumah firi mu no ampa akyere ankyere mo na sam penifo no omo hye napo echi no omo enema napo di sa nkwase asem no because ye ka nankawefo na mpenifo ofia sa nankawefo no ye ka mpenifo no fra enti obeso kyere me se bebi a napo firi no panyini ni ho efia etete napo wo mu no panyini ni ho obeso ka kire me say so obiantena ase obebia na pofiri no ehun say na po asem o kan ya no wankasa ye. But none of these people who say someone tetere na po no, none of them has shown say na po nkwase ade o ye no sa na po nkwase ade no e wo say sutwa. But their silence is showing say they support the foolishness of Napo. The silence of impenifo a omo say omo na omo tete Napo no Napo nkwasi asem o kafa Kwame Nkrumah no some penifo no indirectly they support because they have all been quiet and in silence they are supporting Napo's foolishness. And that is what we need to stop in Ghana. Opeso chirem say baby Napo free penyini ba kumpo ni wa obetuma ka che Napo say kopacho. In this way nya penyini ba kumpo ho emene ntuma kan say Napo sa kode kopacho wa that means say penyini bia we bie na no aka say otete Napo no oyo mambofo oka ho ena Napo kasa nkwase asem no wegya when they are more maybe any part of the dano. Weja inti enjai. I adenya the akani akasetiao. A dambi na momobo. Now look at this. This is a very good story I wanted to speak on. Eswejaman MP Ayadebia, it's quite interesting. The government of Ghana grant to me. The last time we are about to start MPs. Efo Walanyo are all contesting a Peter Mewu. He's doing marvelous job. Oko eye who the work this young man is doing. And I've taken my time to go on his page on every single project this guy is doing. The MP Peter Mewukrano, he cannot do what the guy is doing. The guy is not in government. The guy has found ways to raise funds. People even living in his own constituency willing to support him. So ejuma efo walanyo. Aye, this guy single-handedly would make two boreholes over 80. Eye Peter Mewu, since onya to me or trimpena, he does not even care. Peter Mewu has not brought Hohoi. Peter Mewu has not brought one developmental project to Hohoi. When ya galam say ni ba bi no dinechi. And a galam say sika no di echire. The people of Hohoi omoko sa light to ma Peter Mewu ma catch them Hohoi for. Peter Mewu onya uneni o. Peter Mewu ofri Togo. Your friend Pierre. Peter Mewu, he sees the people of Hohoi so Jimmy, he can buy their conscience with cohorts. And that he can manipulate the elections of Hohoi by going through the electoral commission by suppressing over 40,000 people from not voting. Because Owun is say, because the party or power, no, his own people are from Sawana for who's on Jimmy. And when you go to Hohoi, Peter Mewu does not care about the people. He does not do anything. He only waits. When there's a campaign, no a touch shirt, no a betrogu system, no a rent cars, no a mamu tengana. Peter Mewu, they need to vote against him with Jimmy. Peter Mewu does not care, say auneni Antwaba. He does not care. Because in his brain, no, go to Hawaii and see the work Efo Walanyo is doing. And if I have the time, we are going to work on incoming MPs and MPs are on current. We are going to let people know a Juma MPC. The last time I showed you a little bit of Jomro, the MPR or Jomro, Dokas Afutofi. The work this lady is doing at Jomro in the history of the Republic of Ghana. Uyi MPs bear 3, this lady might be on top. Like bridges, hospitals, and Kurabe 500. Yamomo scholarships. Things this woman is doing, the party oppositional. Kwasi ampenya no ho ansa na sa Dokas Afutofi ebeturu no. Jimmy onam kromwe. Onim nyansa MPP ni. He did not even build one thing. He did not even bring one developmental project. Sa kwasi na one odidi ma. Since this guy left power, see the amount of development and the Oko Enzima Jomro area. Omomwa hinterlanta Sebio, it was difficult for them to even come to cities to come and sell their produce. They have bridges because of this lady. And the last time I showed you a little video of it. And there are so many MPs working so hard. And internet is important. So Oko to about 2024, yeah. It is not only John Mahama. What to Obama, John Mahama winning an MP ni lose ya. Abana what to egu. I am telling you. And no na MPP for so many daso. Omo imagine say they want to win parliament. Make sure John Mahama Ottomana. It might be say be a MP don't shut down penance, but because you want John Mahama to rule. Now Otumidi Puntobano give the NDC MP the nod. Because when you actually say me to John Mahama na MP need them penance ma John Mahama have power. Unyam Puntobia because how is it going to work? John Mahama cannot work for you. The NPP for Parliament own small majority of Munyaye, own Kwasiadi Omodie. One single majority of Munyaye Parliament, 8 years, own Kwasiadi Omodie, Omodie Parliament, Omodaji Lona, say Kruno. There should be a gap of about 15 to 20 seater at that NDC near NPP in Tem. And you people going to vote, do not think of skirt and blouse, especially the North. Rana MP for imagine say, Ombeji Samagi Cube, Bola, any shirt, Tabasima Beche, because I'm here parliamentary seat. The Northerners will prove to them. When you vote for JM, vote for an NDC MP. And I was talking about this story. Eswajaman MP, the Member of Parliament for Isujaman, Thomas Ampemnyako, has inaugurated a fully equipped state-of-the-art health center in the new Pomu community to improve access quality healthcare services in the constituency. He has spent over $400,000. And this is all coming from people who are from the constituency, people who see a Juma Oye. Na sa health facility, when ebeboa krom wofo. In this John Mahama ba, na sa also to amaba John Mahama. Nipa na wetu ebesi health facility amawa, eje wo bankwa, eboa ma wo so enya apomuden. Why do you vote for John Mahama and say me MP we dey mentomano? This is what you have to do, because nipa no kura ni power no, he has been able to build a facility and the appeal for the more and more constituencies we are going to benefit. NPP are buying as a whole, they have not been able to build one regional hospital. Into the was say kura no, for we need to for nebusa ho say baby a MPP free no, so mo MP eko si den eko si health facility a odwin say asantini MP say MP fun bia ko si the hospital asantime mu a sa asantini no obetoma John Mahama no aka so on to my MPP no ana obetoma Ekufuado no Baomia no aka so on to my MP no obetoma MP no, because opese MP no a wa asantime mu no eko parliament eko ye egi sika ni disɛ no inti se wo pese John Mahama to me rule Ghana otuma John Mahama toma ne MP no wo ho no enye nyina ne MPs na asem, but you need the numbers in parliament. And the numbers in parliament in the bit mama boy John Mahama na open no aye ne dwuma. So see e-block na wo dwum wo school wo fio constituency na obesia. So when your majority in parliament onye sika fancy. So ba be factory ewo wo constituency a say John Mahama enya parliament majority a ontumi nye. I will say tomutrim. This MP has shown, and you can see clearly, say he is somebody that a yet constituency no you have to vote for. These are people who are willing to work. Memma ni pe bia metete muntem e me kan kire mu se we mu de omu free ha we mu te ha e na we mu free ha yasefo sa de no be dada mo se MPP kwa santime mo nkasa asem no, they don't say that. But anytime they come to your constituency omeka just say oh we de oyahunani we de oyakani mentuma we, that is what they do to you. You people who are not in the Ashanti region, you are not supposed to vote John Mahama. Yakote skirt and blouse enye shema ebese unyampuntio. And MPs be to say this young man, these are some of the fantastic MPs ayenya, and they oko a constituency like Ayensuano. This man called Teddy, since this young man took over that constituency, the commitment akuma edanimu se obeye ejuma unim say this man the constituency Pius Heze sa ewibina visa racketeering guy no Pius. And they could for that time a read to say Pius. Mumuntie. Matese mwa wonafo na mo sa side on Pius. Or sorry no pa. Na ma be salai woni fie na o chesi kamamo. Muni be biaska ni free. O sorry also umpe Kufuado. Na me de mentume Kufuado, mentuma Baomia, metuma Pius. Busa won say Pius no, otuma na o kwa akoye adwuma wen. Pius otuma Pius a de okoya nso okọ stop John Mahama. Or kwa could make sure say NDC need to me rule and from puntium brow. Matesa mugu na Pius kwasia we catch them mubi say I mumubi moya wona for na boy we or no on shara nyanwuni kwasia Pius tama insuo fa wona for mote Pius anu asem mo amote eye de eye ayensu ano tama ye bie nsu a efa wona for no mote say Pius ekasa ma wona for Pius no hum sem wagimi, he just wants to use you people to do what? To win power. Pius himself be jail. Pius himself power sesa visa racketeering na oko wia Ghana for the kwa broche ko wie sika no. Onim se aban sesa obeko jail. Intende we wie sika free why ye? And odi abegu fie anopa me abekire mu videos. And wo make sure say omo asebi ye nuanom mo ha omo nhede ni bi no osora no pa no adani sika show mu 200 Ghana 300 Ghana. He is buying your conscience. Pius say onim nyansa ankatama awonafo insofa mono ka Pius beka say me ahunani, and this is not right. But Pius Kotina TV so catch the Ghana for say awonafo na nsuafo mono omo ankasa na nka so mu free ho na we ahunani na oti nsua no na Pius kwasi ampen we beka catch say to abama no. Pius adikudi ento beso ra parliament say onum say oyewi enti ayensuanofo don't let Pius use the what is happening there tribal. And now what can be to awunafo ni bitrim say media me yawunani Pius ongwini awunafo hu from 2017 about power. Pius ni awonafo bi omo NPP mu. They have never told the NPP government say omo fam punti obiamba awonamemu. Today he is scared to go to jail. Today he feels say when to me we sika ama mama to abama na aban sisa ye be jail no. That is why we sika. Yes, Mr. S. That is why Pius we sika osorano pa na ochiche ewo ayensuya no. Oh, beji 200 Ghana na koto abama me. Esu ajaman, right? Now, this steady guy is Ayensuano. Pius is contesting at Iswejaman. Sorry, not Ayensuano, Iswejaman. This is where Pius is contesting. Inti se ustadia. Pius hezeno ote Iswejaman ho ena osisa sika. Pius sorry na watam sika. Now they are basically gate no. Na Iswejaman for no. What notice say when you go to some part of Iswejaman ho no, there are some part bia settlers awonafo kakra de wo ho ena wakato awonafo ni tim se ono de oya MPP ni no ya awonani na obebo mo oboa. Pius has never cared for Eswejaman obi a ohobia. Pius onhunu wo so awonani o. All the things you people have gone through, all the problems, the hardship amukom, Pius onim so wako wie sikenti. That is why he's seriously giving you money. Sika bia Pius de mam ya sika wo wia. And remember, he wants to go to Parliament to go and steal more. It is always so, Jamana. Do not think, sir, Pius is there giving you money and telling you, say, oh, ya ninti. Pius does not care about Ahunenibia with Sojaman. They are all, you know, because some people go jail. Bre now kotam power koma Pius. That is the beginning of your end. Bre now tam to me, Edema Pius. This man has proven. Well, to me, I see a whole health facility, $400,000. I buy we crisis so and see hospital that. So how can you bypass such a man, such an MP who is willing to work for you, even in opposition? How can you bypass him and say, "Make to Abama Pius"? Pius is crazy. Oh, you crown for ye we. So go to Abama Pius. The next 2 months he will go to jail. Uko to Abama Pius. You to Abawia or renew when renew or beko jail. Why do you waste your vote? Pius is a thief. Pius is a criminal. And more, we are going to do an extensive job of Pius. Mama manenda da so ya huneni. He does not consider himself so ya huneni. Odisa amewumuno. Omugu MPP mu nkwasiadia. 2020 elections yabo awuna photo na Pius owen. Did he speak? 2020 yeku awunafo ewa awunamemu ene ayensuano ene Eswejaman. Pius, did he speak? Mumusa mo ho mo amowo Eswejaman mumusa mo ho. Mumusa say Pius yekoto abana yebo yetuo awunamemu ha no. Ade ne wankasa insio fire ye nyina ye nuanu mu wu no. Ade ne wanye demonstration ankasa. Ukotena TV so ka kire MPP ne asantefo say awunafo no ye lazy. Ade ne omotena homa insio fo mo. Enso kwasia ende wo se ye ne emra. Na sankwasiafo we ya MPP for somebody yeso. That is what you people need to be asking Pius. So Jaman, this is an advice. This is not the time to be playing or trying to play some gambling with your future. Pius, any MPP for they are dangerous. Pius himself go jail. Sika o wi o de be sa ehona na osesama mo no. Bre na mo kotam to me ma Pius. Oh, si bi bomb 2020 elections no. He will keep quiet and they will kill you people. Oh, say about nipa 30,000 or anwunememu o man to aba Pius akasa. Sal for man to aba. What is the Pius Gina TV so I can say he is against it because omo ya for because omo hu mo awuna for say mu bi majimi. And or the sika na egu bag mu or the mamo. You people should learn sense. I was talking about this man, Teddy. Eswejaman, this man. This is another fantastic young gentleman. And more a Ayensuano constituency, I can tell you for a fact. I just don't speak. I look at the work people are doing. This man, the first term, our Parliamentary, and what this man has done, the work, the humility, the reason here or down holding on to lead. More Ayensuano. It is important you people pay attention and give him all the support. Because these are some of the young men you cannot afford to lose as an MP. the MPP no omadwini nyina say these are young promising politicians are MPP are tapom yes smart. He might not be giving you people everything because he's not in power. At the end of the day, NPP for the Parliament and almost more numbers, no. This man, even without power, no, the things he has been able to do, I'll take time and show Ghana for the hard-working gentleman. Now NPP for the dadamo. Now mu jai abana de ma NPP for. You will never get somebody from Ayensuanu to lead you. This is an indigent. Ne mame, ne papa, ne busian for a ho eno nyini ye. He understands. Inti mo Ayensuano. This young man, mame can be binchiremo. MPP for omunim say, if this young man is giving the nod again, Ayensuanu sit omunya biem. Say Otuma, this guy Teddy. Not John Mahama be president. Otuma John Mahama. Not this guy comes. The vision that young man waits him no. The oppressor or yema Ayensuano no. MPP him said they will never be able to come close to Ayensuano seat no. They are pumping money. You people should be focused. MPP no, they want to destroy you people Ayensuano. Menya abutra betna one day. May show pictures and videos of a Juma Abrantewe through his own hard work. Wait to me, Ako Redisika, Eyensuo, Ebua. It is because of you. Hold on to this man called Teddy. Or cross the line with John Mahama no mobile power. He can do 10 times of what he is doing. This man is young. Way, you know questions I want one son Abrantewe to me ba. Abe modi arishemu shedmu. You had the reason to no MP. You need to solidify the reason. Mama MPP for the other MPP. Almost say omo warehouse any santimemu. MPP. Almost say omo warehouse any santimemu. What the Ayensuano now just say MPP you know what say? Omo asante na omo junu ho. MPP for omo say asantika say eya e na omo junu o. Mo amu wa ha no emfa omo ho. Into monso mama mweninda form. Now in the weeks to come, you be starting a projecting MPs and the work they have done. Incoming and current MPs, we are going to project Omojuma. We are going to bring in videos. You be MP, you be show Ejuma wired on constituency. You be man the constituency Ejuma wire the plans or closer to the elections. We'll be bringing them one after the other to speak to tell us Omo vision, the Omaye, and what they are planning to do. This is a whole project and it's not going to every MP who is willing, NDC MP. We are not going to force anybody. But say if you want your constituents to know Ejuma awoye, any the opesa woye, any why they need to maintain you reach out to our team. Whatever project you have been able to do, my team in Sanka through our inbox on Facebook, get your aides to send the information. We will give you free time. We will make sure say it is one of those shows in the beginning of the show. You bedding kind project to MP crowd baby award a Juma waye and Sunny start show no. I will speak on it closer to the elections. There will be about 1-1 to come and tell us. Your constituent needs to know their waye. Very, very important. Ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate your time. It's been a wonderful Thursday evening. It's exactly 8:26 p.m. US East Coast time, Ghana, about 12:26 a.m. Have a wonderful night. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. Tomorrow, we will meet and discuss Ghana. Cheers and good night.
Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. The Holy Spirit sit on the throne. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord.